Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the hosts of the SWA Happy Hour, Dom and Chris.
Hey now. Come on, Chris. Come on, lazy bones. He's old. It takes him a while. I think he's using to get his walker. Hey everybody, how you doing? He still ain't there. He's just making me feel up. Chris, well, what's going on, Chris?
Because it kept going, it jumped to a whole nother video, and I'm like, stop it, knock it the fuck off. And
you know you forget because only you hear that. No one else hears it. So
yeah, and
I always do that too.
Yeah, same thing. So yeah, I was trying to stop because
how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Here we are again. We're on our Thursday night This started like 2 years ago. Thursday nights, me and Chris just getting together and bullshitting, and one day we decided to just do it live. So
just share our chat.
Shit with all of ye.
Yeah.
I had another bad bad signal episode about 10 minutes before we started?
Yes. Yeah, I said, if it's not me, it's you. It's always some.
No, it's guaranteed it's going to be one of us. Here's a little, in case you didn't know. I was like, what am I going to do? I don't have a long enough cable. You thought I would have learned last time. I would have gotten one, but no, they're expensive to get one that long.
Yes.
And I switched from 5G to regular, and it was fine.
And huzzah, right? It's crazy how that works. But, yeah. What are you going to do?
He is a little red, right? I think it's that bad camera of his.
Yeah. And I'm a ready Irishman, so that's something has something to do with it, too. Yeah.
So good evening and welcome to the happy hour, folks. Tonight's music is brought to you by Mr. Mike Shaner.
Yes, Mike Shaner was chosen because Mike is a regular in our chat, and we're going to debut a new feature tonight. We're going to announce our next week's featured artist
before we leave
on the show. One of you
will have the esteemed honor.
Or perhaps someone who comes later who hangs out for a while.
Of being played for 8 to 10 people.
Yes. or maybe more.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they all matter. How you doing, Kurt? And Dog Paw Woof.
Yeah. Good to see. Epiforium is here. Rhodey, Michael. So, and our buddy Chad Freeman. What's up, Chad?
Chatters.
Camellia from Down Under.
Hey, Camellia.
Good to see you. Live to Fly channel, David, out there in the Pacific Northwest, in Oregon, I believe. OG Sunshine, nice to see you.
Hey, OG.
I love OG's logo. I mean,
so dang happy?
It's wonderful. And, of course, the Caspricks are here, both Kurt and the real Justine, as opposed to the phony baloney Justine.
I met the phony baloney Justine, and she's a real bitch.
Yeah.
I did not like her at all.
No.
I thank both of them for putting...
Yeah, get the real Justine, except no substitutes.
Like she signed in one day and was like, oh, there's another Justine Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, indeed.
Damn them.
Mad Magician is here? Say that fast 3 times.
No.
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 Can't do it. Yeah.
Your vocal is very harsh.
Yeah, well.
You got a different mic?
No, nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing. I'm one of those dudes, I don't mess with my settings. Ever, unless something goes wrong. Yeah, that's back from my old playing days. If something's working, I don't screw with it.
Speaking of going wrong, I have to get I hope it's my guitar cable. We have to test that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were at my my live stream Tuesday.
I was the one that was talking you through it. Yeah, it was a little crackly.
It's cracklins.
And yeah, my suspicion is exactly what you said. You roll over your cable to the chair because I've done it. And it kills the shielding, and then they get crackly. So I strongly suspect that's what the issue is.
But it's I'm really mad because it's my favorite. It's got like little red capped ends, and it's short.
Yeah.
Like all my others are like 25 feet long. I'm like, I don't want to go buy a new guitar cable.
Yeah, I've got one that's too damn long, and the other one that's hooked to the amp right here is short. It's great, but I can't lean over and grab another guitar. I have to unplug because it's too short. So.
Yeah.
So, feel ya. Let's talk guitar for half a second. I had an interesting tech adventure last night because I decided I wanted to change the strings on my new AF55, the Ibanez hollow body. So I order a set from Sweetwater, and I'll talk about Sweetwater in a second.
I love Sweetwater.
Well, I do too, and I've got a great Sweetwater story. So anyway, I start pulling the strings, and I loosen them up, and then I cut them, and then I hear this
string
clunk, and I went, you idiot. A bridge on a guitar like this is not attached to the body.
No, yeah.
I forgot. And then it dropped off, and I thought, I'd spent all that time getting the intonation perfect. I'm a dummy. So I deal with it. I restring it. I put the bridge back on, and I'm looking at it. I went, oh, it's backwards. So then I loosen the strings and flip it 180 degrees. and guess where I think it should go, and thought, well, maybe if I can get close, that would be good. And I get the guitar up to pitch, and I stretch the strings. Son of a bitch, it plays in better tune than it ever did.
Really?
Yeah, just dumb friggin' luck. So, but I'll take it. I'll take it all day long and twice on Sunday.
Hey, show of hands, how many people get regular phone calls from their Sweetwater representative?
I think we all do, and that was going to be my story. I bought 3 sets of strings because I wanted to try. I needed them for 3 different styles of guitars, so I get 3 strings, and they call me twice. Once to tell me how they're going to ship it, and then they called me today to make sure that they shipped and I received them on guitar strings. Now, I mean, how is that for customer service? Now, it'll work out for them because I said, while I got you on the phone, Matt, I need a case for this thing. So we start looking, and sure enough, they have one that should fit it. But it's a hard case, and I don't know that I'm going to take it out that often. But
Epi feels you because he has 2 instruments with non-attached bridges.
And
that
that's
sounds
no
so
big deal.
Technical.
Yeah, it's no big deal if you remember. But I had it tilted on my chair when I cut the strings, and it was like, you dummy.
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of funny when Epi was saying that his rep calls him when he's getting something expensive. I got a call from mine, so I buy stuff for myself, and I also buy stuff for one of the companies I work for. So one of the places I work, they're a custom audio installer, right? So we have one of the main people we use is Audio Technica, and every once in a while, their stock runs out. So whenever their stock runs out, I have to start going third party and try to get wireless equipment. So I wound up one time I bought, I don't know, like 100 headsets from Sweetwater. And I just placed the order through my company, right? And the next day I get a call from Joe. And he's like, I saw you placed an order, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, we can attribute, points, for company orders, that he'll give to my own account. Because, I was like, I can't take anything, but you can send them somewhere different. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
they are actually so nice. And Chris, you know how I am with really, really nice people. They worry me because
exactly. It makes Dom nervous.
They are gonna stab me. That's why they're so nice. Like this guy right here, Michael Songs. One day he's just gonna cut me in half with a chainsaw, and he says, "Good morning to you."
Yeah. And he'll write a really morbid song about it.
Yeah, I think Sweetwater may be a cult.
Could be. I mean, I don't know what's in. I mean, maybe we should ask Chad what's in the water in Indiana there, but it's
they're
it's
so pleasant,
crazy. Charismatically clever. How are you? Welcome to the show.
What's going on?
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's a trip, and to Epi's point. Now, I have bought more expensive stuff in the past.
We have to go back.
There we go.
If you can edit videos but you can't play music,
you will make friends.
I happen to be a guy who can make music and absolutely hates making videos. You want to be friends? You want to be friends?
Yeah, hang out for a little while. You're going to meet some people, and they're going to want to be your friend, because I don't think. I enjoy parts of the process, but only parts of it. I don't know that there's anybody in the community that loves doing video.
Lori Mishmash has.
Lori does. Yeah, okay. There's always.
Papa Tom definitely likes making videos.
All right. There's always exceptions, right? Yeah, Lori does. You're right.
Half the reason I don't have a lot of music out is because I'm like, after I make this stupid song, I have to make a video? God, why do I have to do this? Is it not good enough that I can play guitar or write a song?
Yeah, it's...
The expectations on us.
I know. Well, again, it's everything. You got to do everything yourself. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There's
Gmail is another one. I think G-May likes making videos more than he likes making music because he talks about it like, and you
it's his
you
passion.
can see the glint in his eyes when he's talking about editing a video.
Well, sure, because he does all those shows that have nothing to do with music, basically.
Right.
They're,
Chad doesn't make music, but you can tell he likes making videos.
yeah, that's true. All right. So, thanks for spending the last 5 minutes making a liar out of me on my statement. I appreciate that about you.
That's what I'm here for, my friend.
Your aces.
You texted my son before. I don't realize my son gets
Okay.
text from my phone number on his iPad because he has my iPad. And he's like,
well, it's good
"Dad,
that I didn't use bad language.
Why is Chris Lane calling you a dick?
I did not. I called you a pain in the ass.
Or a pain in the ass. So okay.
No
Stick
lies
close
detected.
No. And I was like, because I am.
Yeah. Well, I boo-booed setting up this show, and Dom had to redo it. I don't know what I was smoking. I don't know if my eyes were tired or the little icons or I don't know, whatever.
The icons are so damn small.
Yeah, I punched the wrong one. So we were sending it to the wrong place.
And not YouTube, right.
And not YouTube, which,
Not
hello.
YouTube, yeah. Or
Which
not
is-
my YouTube. Chris is just slowly.
Well, I've
cutting me
got
out.
one.
He just
This guy's got 53 channels he tries to send video to. I got one. So, yeah, I look for my face and go, that one.
I'm just shooting for if I get one listener per channel, I'll be good.
Yeah, there you go.
I haven't yet, but I can always dream.
Aim high, friend.
That's it.
Indeed.
Pita.
So,
What's up?
I'm packed. I'm going on an adventure.
Yeah, where are you going?
We're going down to Durango, Colorado, and for those of you who don't know, that's a town in southwest Colorado. It's an old mining hub. The town was established in 1881, and that's when the railroad reached it. And the railroad still runs there. It's one of the most famous steam-powered trains in the nation, probably the world. It's spectacular. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, where they jump off the cliff, that was filmed down there in Durango, right by the railroad. Anyway, my wife was born and raised there. That's where I went to college, and her brother still lives in that area, so we go down, and I take her out on her birthday, which is at the end of March, because you know how it is as an accountant. This season is brutal, and she's just tired and dragging ass, and she needs a little break. So I got in the habit 10 years ago of just taking her for a couple days someplace, and so that's what we're going to do.
Isn't it kind of funny? I'm going away this weekend, too.
And where are you going?
We are going to the Mystic Seaport in lovely Connecticut.
Very nice.
We got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dropping the dog off at a sitter.
Hey, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'll send to the kid. Maybe he'll get a snack for me.
It just figures that, like, last weekend was in the 70s, and this weekend it's going to be in, like, the 40s. We're like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's actually going to be nice for our dog. To your point, Dog Paw, yeah, last week we got hammered by the snow.
Oh, Chris did send me pictures.
Mostly melted, and the roads are dry. Now, there's a shit ton of snow up there, but the roads are going to be dry. And it's going to snow on us while we're in the hot springs on Sunday, and if you've never experienced this, let me recommend it, ladies and gentlemen. Go to a nice natural hot springs and sit out there during the middle of a snowstorm. It's an amazing experience, and I'm really looking forward to it.
That I've never done, but when I was in the Army in Germany, we were out in the field, and since I was so lazy, I just, rather than set up a tent, we would just put down our sleeping mat, get in our sleeping bag, and throw the tent kind of over us.
Yeah.
And I woke up and snowed on us, but it was kind of cool. Slept through the snowstorm, but I had to kind of dig myself out of my sleeping bag.
Yeah, it does snow there, indeed. Hi, Charlie Gabaldon. How are you?
What's up, Charlie?
Welcome to the show. All right. Epiphonium just subbed to Grismatically Clever, so that's good. You're here making friends.
What? Where to go? What did you say, Charlie?
I'm not doing anything. What are you doing?
In the warm. Oh no, I'm talking Charlie. He's checked. Ooh.
And
Apparently,
I hear that all the
apparently
time. And
Charlie
bacteria and everything. I've been going to hot springs my entire life. And look at me. And look at some of the rest of you.
Well,
I'm
you
doing
are very
something right.
red.
Well, because they're hot.
It could be something to it.
The water's hot. And wonderful. And I don't creak.
I creak. You don't creak at all?
Not very often.
My
Occasionally.
ankle pops.
Not well. My ankles have been trashed since high school football, so there's no. They've not gotten worse. I'll put it that way. Every once in a while, the one knee will creak a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, mild springs.
So it's going to be, what will you two do? Both of us will be gone.
I know.
Sorry,
yeah.
maybe we'll just close down for the weekend.
Yeah, just shut YouTube down. We're not going to be here, so there's no point.
We're sorry. We should have discussed that.
Yeah, no, I already gave my apologies to Indy. I caught her on the stream the other night. Said,
I'll probably go to Indies tomorrow. We're not leaving until Saturday.
Okay. Well, so okay, very good. Well, so obviously, G-May, if you're out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
2 weeks I haven't gone to G-May.
Yeah, I did make an appearance last week later, which was great.
Did
It was fun being there, yeah. But, yeah, I can't remember why couldn't I get my stuff together last weekend? Oh, because it was St. Patrick's Day weekend, and I was doing other stuff, and yeah, showed up late. And it was like, I'm not going to not show up on St. Patrick's Day, but I had a wee bit of drinking to do beforehand, so.
Yeah. Damn, what the hell? I totally forgot what I was going to say. Couldn't have been that important. So we'll skip it
move on
for now.
Okay, we're going through all our springs, bed springs,
Ooh.
sulfur springs.
I had to give up on beds with springs. Don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
I swear I used to be able to feel them.
I haven't had a bed with springs in I don't know how long. To your point, though, there is a sulfur springs here in Colorado. It's amazing. We were there for Memorial Day last year, and we're going again. We decided the other day, and we decided what we're going to do for our anniversary. Anniversary number 35, we're going to go to Steamboat Springs, which also has hot springs. You can tell we like hot springs. And towns with hot springs tend to have good food and lots of fun other stuff to do. So.
Yeah, I guess they do go hand in hand.
Correct.
Like people who just want to sit in a bath all day, just want to go out to dinner at night.
Yeah, that's it. You sit, you relax, you chill, you have a nice meal. This is my idea of vacationing. Well, and especially if you go on a hike the day before or after, it's hot springs and it's all good.
Yeah, we're going away because the 24th is I believe it's our 12th or 11th. It's more than 10 wedding anniversary.
No, learn the number. It's kind of important to the lady.
I could do the math, but I'm like you said, tax season's done, so I'm not doing numbers right now. She probably couldn't say it either. She'd be like, it's been a while. So we were like, well, let's do something. And then people were like, you're taking your kids go for your anniversary week? And I'm like, well, we had them, It's like...
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like it...
I can't foresee going anywhere without them.
I totally get that. I mean, when we were younger and the kids were younger and everything, we did everything together. And, I mean, it's only as older adults that we're actually adulting because we basically had kids from the get-go. Mm-hmm. So we didn't know what it was like to not have kids.
Pretty much us too, yeah.
Yeah, it turns out it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we met almost 2 years later we had a kid.
We didn't wait nearly that long.
Well, I mean from the day we met.
Yeah, we didn't wait nearly that long.
Okay. Well, you guys were young, so you both just eager to do it.
Correct. Yes.
I don't care. I had done it already, so.
Yeah. I did it, and I'll do it again.
So stupid.
Yeah, it really is. Now, see, look at Gabaldon. I remember Matt's with buttons on him. But I'll tell you what. Look at the face. Look at that guy's face.
Yeah.
That's the kind of son of a bitch that tore off the mattress tag, didn't he? He looked
Tore
at
up
that
what tag?
The mattress tag.
Oh, yeah, you probably.
He looked at the warning and said, "Fuck you! I do what I want," and he tore it right off. I see you. Yeah, exactly. I'm a Gabaldon. I do what I want. I see you, Charlie.
Oh, my link? I can try to do that.
Yes, Link, our good friend there. He wants to help you out.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Let me do that for the moment.
Obviously, you know my link because you're on it. Yeah.
Maybe we should have each other's links in the description. Since we'll just put them both, and then
we'll put them
just do the
both
same
going
thing.
forward. Again, we've been telling you guys this since we started this show. We're building this airplane while we're flying it. So, now we've got an extra wing and a few more seats in first class, and the airplane's getting better. But
I'm in coach.
I upgraded. It cost me a couple bucks, but it was worth it. It smells better up here.
I see. Mm-hmm. I'm
There you
telling
go.
you. I see the way it's going, Miss Delane.
Moving on up to the east side.
Copy. I think we're working. All right, here we go, Grizz.
Yeah, it depends. If your kid's a little slower, they might actually have to hit 33, 34 before they go, maybe mom and dad knew something about something.
I am not sure I'll be alive by the time my kids hit 30.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, I'll be senile. My wife already said she will get me a very hot nurse.
That seems like
be
like
grabby and
pretty righteous.
She will be traveling the world.
Yeah, going the world and
And I was like, that sounds good. I'm down. I'm down for that.
Well, I appreciate your sub. Thank you very much, sir. I hate that you can't really. It's hard to see your subs and interact with them, unless they leave a comment on a video or something. So that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, that's most of the conversations I have with people that I don't see live. It's through video comments.
Yeah.
I always, I try every once in a while. I get a lot, because I do my absolute best that every comment I get, I respond in kind. And I always try to say, a little something to see if things, you can, talk more. Because then commenting is a good way to find people
interact.
You're more simpatico with. So,
indeed,
I try to do that.
Man, you're right about that, Dogpaw. They, again, same thing with kids. They're, they hand you the baby and go, "Hey, good luck," and you're like, "What the hell am I doing?" And you have to figure it out while you.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's the proper time in the program to mention that if you're in Dom's chat.
Oh yeah,
that's
Silver
great.
Girl, just
Get
look
out.
right up top. There is a I pinned the link to Chris's chat in my chat, so get yourself out of there and hang out with us all.
Yeah.
I'm not even in my chat. I am in Chris's chat as well. I've
there you
had
go.
about enough of me this week, so.
Yeah, I feel you on that. That's a little.
Thanks for agreeing so fast, Chris.
No, I mean I feel that way about St. Patrick's Day. For me was a big week, and I did videos, and I made the rounds and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, I'm totally sick of my face. And I'm actually sick of all my green shirts, believe it or not.
OG Sunshine, that was not anything against you. You just keep looking in that happy looking avatar, and everything's okay.
Yeah, we are, as musicians, we are grateful when people come in and look at our videos and, give us a thumbs up. If you guys give a comment, that's fantastic. But, you're not required to do so.
There is only
and it
so
doesn't
much
make
time
you,
in the day.
Yeah, and it doesn't make you a bad person. If you enjoyed the music, we're good. And thank you. And
Yes.
I definitely feel strongly about that. Now, Mike, I was conversing with him in another chat, and Mike was honored to be our... But, of course, with Mike's issues, he said, I may or may not be there because he just doesn't know. And, for those of you who don't know, again, we don't necessarily discuss other people's medical things, but I think it's fairly well known that Mike battles MS, and this is why everybody in the community respects him so much, because this dude's a warrior. He continues to make music, he continues to make really cool videos, but it is hard, and he really has to work at it. And, he has bad days, and anymore it sounds like he's having more bad days than good, because it's a sucky disease, and it's unfair, and it's a shame that he battles that, but he battles it with as much class and dignity as I think anyone could ever ask. But
100%.
when you listen to his music, you can hear what the battle is and how people have trouble reacting. I have tremendous sympathy because my wife battles lupus and has battled it for 25 years. And it's one of those things where, you don't have a bone sticking out. You don't have blood spurting. And so people have trouble understanding what's wrong with you. Well, any of those autoimmune diseases, the answer is there's a hell of a lot wrong with you, but it's just not obvious. And yeah, Mike is one cool dude. There's no question about it.
Oh, Shangy, you call everyone handsome.
Yeah,
But I'll take it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
that's right. I don't care. Homeless guy. Hey, good looking. Hey, thank you. Don't care. It's just nice to be recognized, right?
My wife said she would bought a new jacket because her old one was too big on her. And she goes I had to get a new jacket. I look like a homeless lady. I'm like, I always thought homeless chicks were really hot. And she just gave me the most disgusted look I've ever seen.
Well, that was a nice compliment, actually. You tried.
That's how I meant it. That's how I meant it.
Of course. I got it right away.
If you're referring to yourself as being a bag woman, then I'm down with the bag women.
I would like to bag a
my
bag
wife has that uncanny ability. Many women have this ability. No matter what you say, they find that one little nugget to make it a negative statement against them.
It's funny how that works. We, as musicians, have the imposter syndrome. Women can be really good at that. Yeah. But I'm leaving Dogpaw's comment up for a minute because he's right. Dogpaw and Mike are very good friends, and he is a hero.
I would drop my mic. It's very expensive, though, so I'll drop. I'm going to capo drop.
Let's drop Dogpaw's mic.
Yeah. Dogpaw drop you. Drop a ribeye.
Yeah.
Ribeye drop.
Drop a ribeye and then go, hey, 3-second rule and eat it anyway, because I know I would. Yeah. Shout out to you too, Shangy Girl.
43rd anniversary, Epi. Really?
Oh, good for you. That's fantastic.
God bless, man.
Yeah, I'm still on marriage number 1.
I'm on 2. But
yeah,
the first one didn't count. First one was trial marriage. Make sure I could do it. I figured I could, so I said, let me go find someone I actually want to be with.
Yeah.
So.
I get that. And I will say, my delightful wife, we still have a great time together. On the car ride down, we will probably be like 14-year-old kids and be just stupid and having, because that's kind of who we are. And we still just like one another's company. Even though I spend a ton of time down here, the camera, she does her thing upstairs, and we get together for...
Well, you know what it is? One way both my wife and I are very much alike. we both require decompression time. She's
Yeah.
a teacher.
Yes.
With little kids, she just wants the, and then we come home and we have to deal with our own kids. I work in an office and I'm talking with people all day. And sometimes I just, you just I need to put this behind me kind of thing. And she's the same way. So we both like our time to just do our own thing and be quiet, even though I'm down here yakking it up with you. But yeah, when we're together, we have a lot of fun still.
That's good. That's how those kind of things last. Yeah. Well, and that's fine. And if Mike, if you're out there, totally get it. You don't have to announce yourself or anything. Just enjoy being our featured artist tonight.
Yeah, matter of fact, I do believe that we've had several featured artists that were not here when we featured them, and that's okay. We don't do it because you're here. We just do it because we like you.
Yeah, you get featured because you show up regularly,
Yeah.
but you don't have to be here while you get featured. Because now Dom and I would not understand this at all, but as we understand it, there are people that are modest and humble. So
I've never met one.
they exist. I mean, I don't
like
have
a
any
unicorn,
experience with
huh?
it, yeah, but indeed.
The least modest and humble are the ones who tell you they are. So
Well, yeah, that's always. I'm a humble, modest
if you
guy.
have to say you're humble, you're really not that humble.
Chances are, it's true.
That's always been my thing. I'm not a gusher, folks. Like I have a very difficult time expressing my gratitudes and stuff because I don't know. I wasn't raised that way. I like you. That should be good enough.
Yeah, all right. I'll talk to you again. Yeah, and I'm more effusive than Dom in that respect. Because if I like something, I'll tell you I like it, and no bones about it.
Oh, I mean, me too. But I would say, hey, I really like that. That would, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, Kurt, really, it's not
What is
necessary. Your nakedness really has no bearing or place on this show.
Yeah, at some point that might actually be a detraction to the marriage.
Exactly,
Justine might say,
Yeah, gravity works against all of us.
bro, I've seen that little pickle. I'm good. Yeah.
Kurt
women-
the Gherkin Capastri.
Yeah. Yeah. Women are not visually the same. They're not wired the same way we are, by the way.
I totally disagree. I have been naked and friggin' pissed off. Just saying.
Absolutely. I can think of many times that, been naked and like, now what? Mm-hmm. Where do we go from here? No place I want to go. Yeah. Yeah, it's
No, generally, yeah. It's not the good start of a good thing usually.
yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, it keeps the laundry down, but
Justine and rewind. Justine is standing up for Kurt. It's pickle.
okay. Well, there you go. See, that's nice.
She has to believe it too.
Well, yeah, exactly. We got to bag on them because we're dudes.
Yeah,
we have to.
Yeah, you say you're going to be naked, you're going to be made fun of. It just have to.
It's in the contract.
Because
We don't
we
write
all
the
went,
rules.
"Ugh." We all got a little squeamish right there.
Yeah. We don't make the rules. We just try and follow them.
Exactly. It's in the book. Came in the book.
All right. Exactly. What a terrible segue. But we're alternating picks. So the opening song was my choice, and Dom has one ready to go. So let's hear a little more of our friend Mike Shaner.
Okay, let's do that. Before we do that, man, I spent like all of 5 minutes making this lovely thing. Let's put it on.
Yeah, we're good, Kurt.
All right, so here we go. Let's get a song. There we go. And in case people like Grizz who didn't know us, let me get his link.
Yeah, we should absolutely.
Oh, what did I do? Crap.
Oh, the overlay. There we go. All right. All right. That was... I've always loved that song. What a cool version of it, right? He just nailed it. I love that thing. And I think probably Dom is up grabbing a smoke real quick, so that happens when the videos are shorter. But yeah, wasn't that cool? And a couple things. His videos are killer. And I'm also looking at it going, I'm a schmuck. Because I spend all this time, singing and refilming to make sure that, the music and the lips are all synced up and everything. And Mike is like, yeah, that's just dumb. Just, do the colored silhouette thing and jam out. I'm like, smart, Mike. Yeah, it's good stuff that he's doing there. I dig it. And that was just a cool video and a cool version of that song. So good stuff. And I think we all agree. Kurt says, love that tune. And yeah, we're going to play a mix of his covers and originals tonight because we love Mike Shanner's originals are killer. And again, gives you a little perspective of the things he's dealing with. And I think it's important for people to hear. But he just does some really badass, cool covers. So, we're going to work a couple of those in as well, I think. So,
Hey now. There
you are. There we go. Just sub to Mike. Yeah. And go over and give Mike some love because he really does appreciate hearing from people that, like what he does. But Grizz was saying, I can't wait to collab on a music video. Yeah, I think you're gonna find you're gonna get a little workout real quick because
Yeah. May become a very busy person real fast.
Well, I've got a song I love that I've never done a video for because I have a very specific vision for it, and I need help realizing my vision. So I'll be in touch as well, Grizz.
My problem is I always have no vision when it comes to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I just do clip videos because I can sit here and BS, but I hate being in videos. I really do.
Yeah, I just hate the process of it. I got my little teeny office space down here, and
you do everything there.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because the lighting is decent in here. Upstairs there's not a good place to set up. There's another place in the house that I can set up, but then I got to bring in a bunch of lights because it's dark as hell in there, and it's still hot, and so yeah.
Yeah, so I make all the music in the basement, but if I make a video, then I make it upstairs because big space with perfect lighting because I designed it myself. So it's like the lighting is evenly spaced, so I don't need lights or anything. But I have to wait until no one's home to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thing anyway. And the other thing is you got to have playback, too. So to, you know where you are.
Yeah. Hello, Keebler. No sugar coat.
Hey, Keebler, what's up?
Welcome.
Yep. So that's a pain. I shoot in the other room if I have to do full body stuff because I can't do full body in my office. I can't get back far enough.
Oh, okay, right.
So the other part of the house, I have to put the camera on the stairs and then go back enough that you can get all of me in the frame.
Mm-hmm.
So it's first world problems, right, folks?
Yeah. Where is everyone else's jam cave?
Yeah.
Happy's is upstairs. We have spare bedrooms, spare rooms.
Yeah.
I guess anyone with older kids, their bedroom is now your studio.
Could be a nice space.
Where's everyone? Do we know Michael Songs is in his living room?
Yep. That's their space. Yeah. We should help Charlie out because I know you use candles, but they have invented electricity. So that has happened. So just so you know.
Oh, Grizz needs Hippie's link? Wow, you're real new, Grizz. All right, let's see if we can. Let me find Hippie's link.
Yeah.
We need to make more people moderators.
Yeah, we do.
I can't handle.
Yeah, some of our two of our normal mods are not here tonight. So yeah, that's.
Everyone's in your chat, so I cannot mod anyone. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hold on there, Grizz.
Yeah, we'll get you set up.
Hippie's show is like ground zero for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Rosetta Stone for all the other shows springs from the Hippie. So definitely get hooked up.
All right, this is Metalhead Hippie's link for you. Oh, I just went from a Corona to a Guinness. It's a harsh transition.
Yeah, that going the other way wouldn't be any better though. You know, those are just those are not. Those
Well,
are both
Corona
beer.
is like it's about as close to water as you
Yeah,
can get in a beverage.
yeah, yeah. So my studio is down where my office is because that's where you can see my guitars in the back there. And I, in case like you just leave them out all the time. It's like, well, yeah, because I'm just going to reach over and grab one, you know, during the day.
I do
or when I'm
put
working.
mine away with the humidifier like the night before I'm going to play live. Oh, you're a Rumble guy.
Yeah, I'm dipping my toe on Rumble. I've actually,
Yeah, Clay just started on Rumble, right?
yeah, I've had a Rumble account for years, but
Okay.
just like I did with YouTube, I had a YouTube account for years before I posted anything, and I finally posted something this last week on Rumble. So we'll see. Hey, Amped Amy, how are you?
I wish is there a way you can post to several things like on StreamYard? You can stream to several places at one time. That's my thing. It's just the time. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I still only have 4 songs on Bandcamp because I'm just so lazy. You know?
Yeah, funny enough, because we're talking about video a lot tonight, I had a song that I just finished. I really liked it, but I know it's going to be weeks before I put some kind of video together. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. And I put it on Bandcamp. So my new song is there on Bandcamp, and I'll get the video done eventually.
Scars, Beautiful Scar, or the
Yeah,
Lament?
Beautiful Scar is up.
Okay, cool.
And Chad Freeman has a Bandcamp Friday coming up on April, whatever that Friday is. I think it's the 5th. And he needed Bandcamp songs, and that was my latest. So I went ahead and put that up so he would have it available to him. And
So is Rumble like YouTube, so you can post videos and stuff?
yeah, it's
okay.
basically exactly like YouTube. I mean, a lot of the controls are familiar. They're not always in the same place, but yeah, I'm starting to learn to navigate it. It doesn't seem to have as much editing things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the notifications. Yeah, I don't. Again, I'm a rookie over there on Rumble, and I've watched videos there for a while, but I don't spend much time there, and now I'm going to start spending a little bit more. Because, and I'll just be 100% transparent on my thinking behind that, YouTube could go away. YouTube could go away tomorrow. You have no control over that. It's just, it's a belt and suspenders. I put a lot of time into my songs and the YouTube stuff, and if YouTube, killed my channel or YouTube went away or whatever, that would suck. So this gives me potentially another outlet. That's my thinking behind it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of what you're comfortable with, but mainly it's a matter of what you're trying to get out of what you're doing, And like, since I'm not really trying to get anything out of it other than blow off some steam,
Yeah.
maybe share what I do.
Yeah, and that's it. Just sharing, get a few more earballs maybe.
But
Maybe
no,
not.
I mean, I could see you if you like. I know Clay actually tries to make it work as a source of income and stuff. So then you have to, you got to you got to know everything. I guess You have to know where everything is. So.
Well, I will say that as far as I can tell, that part of it's pretty easy. I mean, you go on and say, yeah, I want to be monetized and this is my song. And they go, okay, great. And you're done. You don't have to do anything else. And if it gets enough plays, you get money off of it. I'm not worried about it. I don't know that that's going to happen, but okay. Well, this seems, based on my limited experience, that seems pretty accurate. So yeah, less options.
Okay.
Yeah, the notifications. I haven't figured out how those even work if they do it yet. So yeah, but again, it's another outlet, and things come and go. I mean, Twitchy was really good for a long time for a lot of people, and Twitchy's really struggling now, and people are not watching it anymore. And I don't know why, but
I always stream to Twitch, and maybe this is the problem, or part of the problem. I've never actually been on Twitch. I just saw one day that StreamYard lets you stream to it, so I just made an account and I just, always put it there. But I've never actually been on it.
I was, because Nikki Tedesco had, did Twitch shows and everything.
Right.
And I was trying to support her, but I found Twitch to be a pain in the ass from a consumer navigation point.
I guess it's the same as, there are certain streaming services that my wife and like Paramount. Their streaming app is just so convoluted and hard to follow.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, to hell with this thing, certain ones work better than others.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how it goes. All right, I missed a comment there.
What would you stream, Kurt? Beard grooming? Well, you mentioned something about vaping or...
Yeah, you probably have to put on clothes, though. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
I
you
think,
probably do have to put on clothes.
My understanding is Rumble is less censorship is what they tout, but I think you still got to wear clothes.
You can, you can only talk about less censorship until you become large enough where it's monetarily,
if somebody gives
monetarily
a shit,
feasible to censor, and then they will as well.
Well, again, I think we've talked about this before. This is just a general principle thing for me. I'm a publisher. I believe in absolute freedom of speech. Hearing stuff you don't want to hear, hey, that's freedom of speech. And so, in general principles, I support that mindset. So, I don't know what it looks like over there particularly. Again, I'm new, but...
Wow, you heard that wherever you were, Beard King Pickers? Like,
see,
someone's talking about a beard, I must go. Welcome to the show. Everyone say hi to Beard King Picker.
Welcome, Beard King. There is a cool group, the Beard and Mustache Club here in Colorado, and they get together and drink beer and have contests. And we were sitting in a bar, and I got talking to their president at the time, and he was a cool guy, and we just kind of hit it off. And so I've been a member of the club, but my beard is like rookie compared to what some of these guys. I mean, these guys have epic beards and mustaches, and I mean they have full blown contests and go national, and they're serious. So Beard King has friends.
Epi, that would technically make you a professional musician.
Yeah, see?
So he's rolling in it. Drinks on Epi.
Well, I gotta say, Bandcamp, the pittance I've made playing music, the majority of it has come via Bandcamp.
That's cool.
So
yeah, one day I'm gonna get serious about making it correct. One day.
Yeah. Well, in this respect, Bandcamp is easier in that if you got an album cover and you got the WAV file, you're done. You upload it, you say, hi, I'm Dom Torregrossa, here's a song, bitches, and it's there.
I know, I even screwed that up somehow. And actually, I may have to look for another source, because I'm having like all these problems with YouTube because I don't know how to shrink a photo of my license.
Are we still on that?
Yeah, but now I can't even. Now I have like 3 different notifications. There's something wrong with my tax thing. Something wrong with this. I'm like,
Christ.
This is like a job.
Yeah.
So I may eventually, like they don't do advertising on my channel anymore because I can't prove my identity.
Take a half a day and just get your shit together. You're a friggin' accountant, for God's sakes.
It's ridiculous.
It is. Now I get it. But your hair's number one.
He's a little jelly. I like that. I'm a little jelly. I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
Don't be jelly.
Well.
Oh, reverberation. Oh my God. There's someone in Songwriters Anonymous, and he posted a reverberation link, and I'm like, dude, that is like the biggest, like, hey, buy this. Hey, pay $10 and you could be on this playlist. Hey, do that. Hey, it's like nothing but a walking friggin' commercial.
When I started,
I hate reverberation.
when I started dipping my toe in this, I mean, I went there to look at it because I'd seen a couple artists post on it, and I went, you got to be kidding. Get out of here with this shit.
Oh, I absolutely hate that one.
Yeah, that one. not a fan. SoundCloud is good for what it is, and Slaps is good.
Yeah,
and
I did not renew my SoundCloud account.
Oh, your Pro one?
Well, last year I had both SoundCloud Pro and DistroKid.
Oh,
so,
no, that doesn't make sense.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
because I got one, after the other. And I always said that, I liked the way SoundCloud worked.
Yes.
But as far as distribution, DistroKid was way better.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why am I going to have the SoundCloud Pro again? Why? So I can get, I don't know, a penny more a song or something?
Yeah, exactly. I do need to get on distro. Use Jade Star's discount and save yourself. And if you're on Pete John's show, Pete John also is sponsored by DistroKid, and you save 7% on your first year. And
Chris, everyone's talking about your lovely hair.
how nice.
I just got a haircut.
Oh, the golden lock thing. Yeah. See, I just didn't get a haircut. I don't cut my hair. Although my wife she's following me around with scissors. She goes, if you let me trim the ends a little bit, it'll...
The ends do look a little shabby, I'll say that. It would definitely give it more luster.
I didn't comb it or anything. I just came downstairs, so...
That's why I always try to wear the same hat. It's my identifier.
Yeah, I don't think you can actually get this color in a dye. I don't know that you'd want it. But yeah, this, Dogpaw had the comment and that I'm buying that, it's a commercial enterprise, so they're going to have some arbitrary and capricious. There's no perfect place on the planet, folks. Then I assume you have a Bandcamp account. I've not seen you on there, Drop, but
could be you're not doing anything. Like Bandcamp isn't just due for you. You still got to work it.
Yeah, I think that the more effort I put in, if I regularly post and send email reminders that, hey, which I haven't done, that I got a new song, that it does. Yeah. Back in the day, I used to be a lot blonder when I was outside all the time when I was younger. But yeah, that ain't the case anymore. All right. Good night, Charlie.
Later on, Charles.
We'll see you, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Charlie has his... He's live streaming frequently anymore. It's Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays now.
Oh, yeah, 3 days a week.
Yeah, so check out Charlie Gabaldon, everybody.
So I killed my weekly, and I'm going bi-weekly.
So you went bi, huh? You got bi-curious?
I finally went bi. I'm not curious anymore. I'm full flown.
He's in.
Yeah.
I can see it. I don't know how you did the live. Well, I know how you did it. It was a lot of work, but... Hey,
Jovel. Hello.
Jovel, good to see you.
I love it, but it's, I'm trying to make this my only late night.
Right.
Weekend.
No, timing, yeah.
I've been paying the price. So Wednesday I can at least do it earlier and be done by 10.
And that makes sense.
But I am going to try to do a bunch of just drop-in hours, and, when I can.
Well, that's what I think about going live stream every once in a while, and then and then I see a chicken and I don't do it.
Well, because I started keeping track of all the songs I play. I've played 65 different covers so far. And maybe 1/3 of them have been copyright protected, So, you get one of those in your stream, and now you either have to edit it or not monetize it. So I was like, why don't I do a copyright hour, and every song will be a copyright song, and then those ones
go all in. Yeah,
exactly. If I'm gonna, may as well be all of them. So I may do that and do it here are all the songs that are copyrighted, and as people call them off, I'll play them. I'll take them off the list, and when there's no songs left, I'll redo it. You know.
Indeed. Yeah, no, I feel you, Dog Paw. I mean, I feel like the Lion King in that respect. You know, based on the money I've spent on gear over the years, I'll never financially recover from this.
Well, that's the way I feel about it. Like, I will put money into things to record or instruments.
Yeah.
I won't put any money into trying to promote it or trying to get better at it, or, you know, like, I'm either going to learn on my own or I'm not. Because I found, especially like through YouTube and Facebook, there are too many feeders out there just trying to make money off of you, and I refuse to be anybody's bitch. So
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not going to pay for shit like that, for that anyway.
Right.
But I will go buy a $3,000 guitar because it's beautiful, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm actually Pole Vault turned me onto this auction site that.
Oh, okay.
And I've been watching it for months, and there hasn't been shit that was worth anything. Well, all of a sudden, in a little town in southern Colorado, which I'm going to be in that area, it's Westcliff, there's an auction. No, it's not a base, and I'm not going to say what it is. But if I get it for what I bid on it, I'm going to make some bank. Because this particular thing, the really beat up ones on Reverb are going for between $800 and $900. Mm-hmm. The ones in good shape are going for $1,500. So,
okay.
So again, it's sight unseen. He
buys and then resells.
He thinks he's going to resell, but he never does. But this one's easy for me because it's something I do not need. It's cool from a historic standpoint. And even if nobody buys it, I'm not spending much. I didn't bid very high on it, so. And it's had 0 bids for like 2 weeks, and the auction ends next week, so we'll see.
You know,
and unlike my Chinese guitar, I can actually drive to Westcliff, Colorado, and get it.
The Chinese guitar.
The Chinese guitar. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, because, man, I was just thinking about him the other day. I haven't seen him in a while. Well, yeah, and it was, I don't know why, I was in a stream, and I don't know if it was bass or something's going on, and it just hit me. It's like, man, I haven't seen Boomer in a while. I hope he's okay. So thanks for sharing that, Dog Paw. I appreciate it. Well, if you do communicate with him, give him our best wishes for a speedy recovery.
Hey, Pole Vault.
See, I was just again. You mentioned somebody. Speak of the devil,
that's
Beards and Beard King shows up.
Beard King.
Yep, that's what we did. I mentioned Pole Vault. There he is. So hey, Pole Vault, how are you? Yeah, it's not a guitar that I bid on, but again, it's one of these kind of estate auctions that clearly they have no idea what it is, and maybe that'll work out for me.
That's usually, that's what you have to be trained at. My wife's mother does a lot of, junk. She calls it junking,
Yeah.
And I've actually seen her, like, at a flea market, when they have them in, like, the big field.
Right.
And she'll go through and she'll, like, buy a necklace for, like, $10 and at the same flea market, like, sell it for, like, $100.
Yeah.
So you have to know what is valuable, I guess.
Yeah, well, and I know a little bit about this particular thing. So.
And my thing is, I think when I no longer want something, it's no longer valuable. So I'm just like, let me get rid of it.
Hey, David, have a pleasant evening.
Good night, David.
Give the wife our best. Or give her your best. What the hell?
Yeah, give her your best. She don't care about us.
Aim high. Yeah, she doesn't care about us. She doesn't know us.
That's like the second or third time you said aim high. That is a song I'm working on.
See? I summoned the song somehow.
No, I had the song first.
Oh, you say that, but
Yeah.
I think you go back and look at the recordings. Go, what did Lane say?
And I just
Well, that could be a
changed-
song.
I just changed the lyrics. Yeah.
Hey, who knows where lyrics are floating around in the ether, and sometimes they just jump on you and hold you down and whip you until you.
Yeah. I've finally got more comfortable with not worrying about it because it seems like I get out a bunch all at once and then
Yeah.
I do nothing and then they just start ramping up again. So I've been working at writing songs less and less and just waiting till they start coming.
That has honestly, that's always been my process. That and so I'll end up with 2 songs in a month, and then I'll go 2 months. It just, I don't know. It's one of those muse things that I think if you're disciplined, and I mean, people write songs professionally and they're disciplined and all that, but that's not me. Again, I'm doing this for fun. So yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Secret Legacy.
Good to see you, Costa. Welcome to, let's see. So he's off because he's in the future.
Nice.
So this is his Friday.
Future.
Yeah, this is. See,
It's
that-
almost our Friday too.
look, and I didn't even look at the comment, but I knew that because I pay attention to things. Finish the work week. Hello. Yeah, lyrics can be.
Sometimes
I'm.
they're tough until they're not. You know, it is like you can't think of anything, and then remember that time? What was it? That song? It was called "The Dark Side of Town." I literally had no idea, nothing, and someone mentioned 2 words to me, and I was like, and phew, and the song came together
And,
in
and that's kind of
like
how it
an hour
works.
or 2. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
lyrics
don't.
are tough until they're not.
Yeah, for me personally, they're seldom a struggle. Those tend to occur, and of course I write all the time, so that's what I do. So those tend to come easy. For me, it's coming up with the music, the chord progressions underneath and everything, and making even the melody actually usually comes fairly easy once I have those 2 elements. Those tend to meld fairly well. And then, sometimes they just don't come together, and I'll work on something for a while and go, you know what, this ain't going anywhere. It's not speaking to me, and then I just leave it in the DAW and dump it, forget about it.
Oh, I got a bunch of those.
Yeah, well, there's always one overachiever in the crowd, and there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Songs. And I think that is a good process. Artists do that. They'll paint 3 canvases and go, yeah, these 2 suck, and they'll paint over them, and they'll keep the one that they feel strongly about. So that's a very legitimate process, very legitimate way to go.
I mean, I've like, do you save all your ones that you go, no, this ain't working?
Well, I don't trash them. No, I don't paint over them.
I've definitely lifted dead songs and added certain parts to something else. So I kind of catalog them, and just like lyric ideas, I keep a big thing of just
I've got
lines
sheets and
wrote.
sheets of lyric ideas, and I've got Word files with lyric ideas that haven't become anything yet.
Have you decided if you're going to try master edit right yet? We were
I
talking
I went to the website, and that's as far as I got. I got it up and I didn't even get a chance to look at it. Work has been interesting.
like I said, it's not my preferred method, but I know myself well enough. I have OCD when it comes to handwriting, and I spend all my time trying to make it perfect. And if I make one mistake on a page, I have to rip it out and start again. So I was like, I have to do this on a computer.
I don't suffer from that.
No, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. It has to be so neat. Like when I write, I look like a serial killer, really small, tiny words. Everything has to be the same. That looks like it's like on gold.
Yeah, I didn't figure it's going to show. Yeah, here's my set list from last G-May.
That's how. Yeah, that's how Gangsta Chris is. He just has gold, solid gold Post-its.
Well, I'm in the blue section of my Post-its right now, which is not going to show on the on the green screen very well. Trying to think if I got another. No, they're all everything I've done for last month is on blue Post-it notes. So.
That is funny. About 2 years ago, I turned a song which had lyrics into it. It's sure that's all. I didn't see it at first, but then I saw
that's
Epi
gold.
Laughing. That is funny as shit, man.
That is gold, Costa. Legit too. I mean, sometimes
it's a goddamn good instrumental too. Let me tell you.
Well,
that is funny.
Yeah, I mean, I got 2 instrumentals that I went back, and they were like some of the earliest stuff I recorded, and I never did words for them and everything because nothing ever hit me. And I listened to them the other day, and I went, these still sound good, and I'm never going to write words for these. Screw it. Can you see that any better? Not really.
No, I'm still waiting for the Secret Garden, Chris.
I know. Well, actually, you're probably not going to have to wait a whole lot longer because I was working on that this last week, and yeah, the lyrics are there, and I got to record the vocals and put them in. And I'm playing. I'm a tinkerer in that respect, Mr. I don't change my settings, but on the vocal chain, I probably tweak it a little bit every single song, just because your voice is an instrument too, and there's, the songs sometimes call for just maybe a little more saturation in the vocal or a little more reverb or just something. So I tend to fool with that a little bit.
That's the other thing I don't enjoy as much. What does this need? What do I have? You know what I started finding when I think about it, right? So I was trying to do that, like I'm doing it on slow burn. What does this song need, right?
Yeah.
And I'm finding you do this almost like the same things every time. Okay, we need a section that gets a little louder, a section where the things are pulled back, and it's like this is what makes all the songs sound the same after a while when you try to think about what it needs, kind of thing. And so I'm for it, and at the same time against it, because every song kind of has, you have that arc, just like in a movie, you build momentum, crescendo, come down, and then build it back for a shorter amount of time, and it's it gets to be I don't know, a little bit repetitive, I think.
I get that. It should be organic. It really should. And it shouldn't follow the formula, whatever the formula is. And I'll say this. You guys need to be nicer to yourselves over there. I mean, we love your music, Epi. And, we all have different ways of approaching this stuff. Be nice and kind to yourself.
Yeah, and it really, in the end, for us, it's not about how it turns out. It's about doing it.
Yeah, it's the process. See, I enjoy the journey, and when it turns out great, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
but,
they don't always turn out great. Yeah.
No, they don't. And that was the one I got a little advice on this last song, and it was somebody who's a vocalist that I really respect. And just...
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, it was Tom. Somebody I respect even more, believe it or not. And this person just said, dude, your voice is said, keep the effects to a minimum. Keep them, and, it turned out to be good advice, because I was trying a couple things, and it was I had 2 things going on, and either one by themselves was okay, but they kind of fought one another a little bit, and I just turned them both off and was much happier with it. So that person gave me good advice, and also made me want to practice and even get better, because it's like, really? You think, okay, well then I got to quit sucking. I got to get better.
Dogpot was ripped off by AC/DC. That's an honor, man. You should be honored. You should get a T-shirt. I was ripped off by AC/DC.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like it's almost kind of hard to say like they're all pentatonic licks. Like anything pentatonic at this point should be. You know, there's only 5 notes. You can only do so many things.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. Who was? Okay.
Hey, E. Urban, how are you?
Oh, there he is. E. Urban is always fun. Hey, there's our buddy Pendar.
Penda.
Who will have her show with her good friend Mrs. High this Saturday afternoon.
Yes. And we apologize, Chris and I, in advance that neither of us will be there.
Yeah, we're going to be out of town.
Out of town, both of us. Not together. We're not having a secret rendezvous or anything.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
You know, the year's just begun.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, so we're going to miss that. But you guys don't miss it. Pendar and Mrs. High themselves are spectacular, and they draw a really great crew of talented people over there. It's like my favorite. You know, there's karaoke shows, and then there's live, you know, like what Dom and I do, and then there's some shows that are kind of a mix of the two.
Hers has become a good mix, yeah.
Yeah, hers is a very good mix, and the karaoke people that come over are very good. So, yeah, some of the other karaoke shows, and I'm not bagging on them, but it's just not my cup of tea.
The way she just said, "Oh, it's okay, boys." I picture like she's like a 40. It's okay, boys.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all right, fellas. See?
Hey, fellas. Yeah. Why don't you flip me a nickel?
Yeah. It's all right. See? We'll catch you next time, copper. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, we love being there. It's a great show, and they are super nice ladies and super talented. I love hearing both of them sing. They both have spectacular voices.
Pendar's really been stretching herself.
I know, I love it.
Starting to play the guitar a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I totally approve that message. You know, stretch yourself, try things. You know, I went and did a couple karaoke shows for exactly that reason. I've been hiding behind a guitar or a bass for 30 years, and, you know, just stand there with a mic and see what happens. It was different. It was very different.
My only thing with, I have nothing against karaoke, but a lot who do it are doing it like from their phone, and so sometimes the sound is a big issue for me. That's like the only thing. It's not so much the way they sing; it's more the method of getting it.
That's exactly it. Some of the presentation is just it's not as good as maybe it could be. Mm-hmm. So I'm with you on that. But, so I got probably, it's my turn for a Mike Shaner song, is it not?
It is.
Because I have one queued up, and then when we come back, we'll talk about upcoming shows a little bit and some of the things that we know are coming up that you guys would be well versed to spend a little time on. But let me fire this one up. This is one of Mike's originals. Wrong Button, Idiot.
That's a weird name for a song.
Yeah, that's not the name of Mike's song. That's my new single, Wrong Button, Idiot.
Idiot.
And this is something called It'll Make You Feel Good from Mike Shaner.
Just try this.
All right. That's one of Mike's original songs. It'll make you feel good. And I'm kind of digging a little deeper in the catalog just to expose people on some stuff that maybe they don't always get to hear from Mike. So I think that's a good thing for everybody to check out. We were going to talk a little bit about some of the upcoming things. So tonight's Thursday. It's us. Nobody follows us that I'm aware of this evening, so you're stuck with us tonight. So sorry about that. Then tomorrow night, of course, Jeff, Metalhead Hippie, has got his show. Starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to my time, and he goes through the time zones, which is a cool thing to do. Gets the European guys and then the Canadians, and then finishes with USA. But always go check out the Metalhead Hippie Show. It's a great show.
Jeff gave me a twofer last week.
Yeah, he does that every once in a while, which is very cool of him. Yeah, I've been blessed to have a couple twofers. He actually gave me a threefer.
A threefer?
A couple months ago, yeah, which I was shocked.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a cool guy and really supportive of the music community. He's tells you point blank, he does it because he likes music, and he's there for the little guy. He wants people to hear your music. So go check Metalhead Hippie out. Then Saturday, Chad is finishing up Women's Month, and he has, and I'm blanking the name, and I remember I said get the Excel sheet and start writing this down, and I wrote it down, and then I lost it. I didn't save the Excel sheet. So, but Chad has the last of...
You could turn on autosave,
I could.
You could.
I could.
Little public service announcement for Pendar. Where is Pendar's comment? Here we go. Pendar, here's the easiest way. Oftentimes, Hippie does twofers off the cuff, like he doesn't plan to do them.
Yeah.
And he usually does them when you tag your video with another video. So I would say
here's the trick.
A good way to do it, you give him one of your songs and make sure you tag like a really popular song, so the link appears at the end. So like, I forget what I asked him to play, and it just happened it was Dirty Little Secret was the video that popped up, which is a collaboration, and that's another he likes collaborations. So
right, so it's just in your best interest to do that. I actually spend time and select, from this video, it would be great if the listener went to this video.
Yeah, I mean, I do try to do that, something similar.
But that's what activates Hippie often to do that. Is like, okay, I'm digging this song. Here's another song. I've heard this one. I like it. Bingo. Here's another one. So that's Emily. Thank you. See, now that again we were a little modless for a while, but now that Michael's here, Michael's doing his voodoo that he do so well.
Yay,
Emily Gray.
Michael.
Thank you. We'll be on live.
Oh yeah, on Chad Show.
Chad's show on Saturday, Chad's Freeman show, fabulous show, the Ham Show. And I don't know about you, but I like me some ham.
You got that right, dog. Oh, we bought one for the same one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Absolutely. All hail Hippie. All hail Hippie. But you got to. I mean, he is the OG of this community. And... through thick and thin, through his personal health struggles, he's kept on streaming and kept on promoting us, and so absolutely, we're
don't
very
start
loyal.
with food references. He's talking Canadian bacon.
Oh, here we go. We have avoided food this entire time. Look at us.
That is not what Canadian bacon looks like. Someone call YouTube, and they need to fix their emojis.
Yeah, exactly. Looks nothing like that. Yep. Hippie is good people.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get back into hanging out at some shows again. I was probably for like a year. I really don't hang out anywhere. I was overwhelmed with hanging out between making my own songs and then hanging out on live streams and then doing live streams and making videos. I was spiraling. So
Yeah, and I've tried to keep balance. I hit most shows at least for a time. Because I love the music, obviously, first and foremost, but I really like the chat. So if I'm there, I'll get engaged with the chat. Now, the caveat to that is if I'm on a deadline or a project or something, I'm listening to the stream and I'll say a couple things. But I always say, look, I'm working lurking. So I'm here, love the show, but I'm not going to chat with folks tonight. And that's what I was doing last night on Axe and Nacho's show. Just said, hi, I'm not here, but I'm here.
what I usually do is my method is if I can get off 3 good jokes, then I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah. That's
If I have 3
absolutely.
that land, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do a P.T. Barnum and leave them wanting more. Good night, folks.
Right. So we're still on Friday, so we've got Metalhead Hippie. Independent United has started to stream on Fridays, and it's an interesting show in that it's like the first part of the show is live musicians like us, and she's a very good forum for that, and then she segues into a talk section, and that goes the rest of the night, and then following that is everyone's favorite Canadian, besides Frank Terzo, Gary Hubbs, who does the Home Wrecker Show.
Right now with new audio gear.
New gear. He's pumped because he's got new gear and it sounds terrific. So
He's got that new I forget what you call it.
iRig.
iRig, yeah.
Yeah.
iRig 2.
The iRig too. And yeah, I was going to pack my iRig to go on my trip. And at the last minute, because I was going to take my Strat, and I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to take my Yamaha acoustic.
Yeah, that's what an acoustic is made for. Matter of fact, once the weather is nice, once we start going to Pennsylvania, I just leave one of my guitars there.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, and it depends on the lay of the land, too. I mean, there are some times, because we get VRBOs, and, if we're in a separate
what?
house. The
BRBOs?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, there's a couple different companies that do it. That's the one that we use, but where you're renting a house or a condo or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that I wouldn't do.
that influences my decision. If I know we're going to be, in like a condo or a townhouse or something like that, then I'll bring the electric so I can, play at 1 a.m. and not pester people. But this is a separate house, and so I'm going to bring my acoustic and, yell at the top of my lungs because
Cool.
my wife doesn't care. Bring your best jokes, and I'll bring your mom's. Okay.
Yeah, that's the benefit of...
You are your mom's best joke. See what I did there, E-Urban? E-Urban is a funny dude. That dude is funny.
That's not what you were saying before, Chris.
Don't try and throw me under the bus, you prick. Every week he tries this stuff. But you know that I'm delightful. That guy over there is the one that's
You're pointing the wrong way. That's
I know.
what makes our team so good. We're like good cop, bad cop.
Well, yeah, we keep switching sides of the screen, so I pointed the wrong way. Yeah. Doggone it. Campus security. Leave him in peace. Yep.
Oh, good night at OG. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey, good to have you with us. It's always good to have a little
smiling
sunshine.
sunshine soon.
Sunshiny face. Speaking of sunshine, we haven't talked about it yet. We've mentioned everybody on Friday. Let's go back to the Thursday afternoon show. I didn't catch all the interview because I was preparing for this trip and running some errands and everything, but I caught some of it, and Leni Perez, what a delightful human being. And she's so funny, but I mean, it was a nice, serious interview like Jade always does. And it was great. And she is such a positive... Man, I wish I had some of her total positivity, but, she's a seriously serious musician. but she's just in this to make the world a better place. So if you didn't catch that interview today or caught, like me, just part of it, definitely go back and check out the replay and get to know somebody that's important in our community a whole lot better. Because it was the parts that I was there for. Just I loved what she had to say, and I loved the way she said it.
I didn't have a chance to see the interview, but I did watch her PSA on the proper way to like and subscribe, and I thought it was good.
Absolutely.
We had talked about it that a while ago. I thought that was cool.
Absolutely. And also she has one about, how to share out a show. Hippie says share out the show. We never say that because we figure why foist this upon more people than we have to. But, sharing out the shows is great to do. Depending on I can't do it like to Facebook because, I've got these silos of my life and my Facebook is a different silo of my life. And the people that are there would go, what?
My thing is this. If I am on my computer, I can do everything. If I'm on my phone, I can do nothing. I can't tag. I can't share.
Yeah.
Anytime I try to do anything, I block people. I kick people out of rooms. It's ridiculous. So,
yeah, it's pretty. We know that my track record is not very good.
If you just see me say your name and there's it's because I'm on my phone and I'm a complete tool. I don't know how it works. Don't want to know how it works.
Yeah, cool. A Suzuki guitar. I mean, I've got Yamahas. Suzuki, yeah.
Every Suzuki guitar comes with a free Suzuki Samurai.
That's
guaranteed to roll over. Tiny little SUV.
Yes, the guitar will stay upright. The Suzuki Samurai, no. Yeah, they fall over. That's funny. Honda never made a guitar. Hondo did, but not Honda. But yeah, it's funny.
I had a Horner guitar.
Some of those were
makers.
Some of those Horner guitars were really well made, and they're pretty collectible.
I don't know how collectible.
Well, if there are people that are willing to, get in their wallet because it's rare, then it's collectible.
Mm-hmm. I love the Dead Milk. I can't speak. The Dead Milkmen.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't too shabby, no.
They were not too shabby. And Michael's heavily put the Leany interview up for us because Michael is a damn good moderator. And you see in this Cold Acre, you lazy prick? Michael's on it.
There you go. Whip him into shape, Chris. He's not
I'm
here,
just saying.
poor guy.
I know. Well, that's...
Well, Community Share, is she a mod?
Let me check. Yeah, Camellia should be a mod. Why isn't she? Dun, 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 dun. Now she is. There we go. See?
Hamer, right? That's the guitar that Glenn Tipton uses, right? Hamer?
Yeah, the Hamers, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. That's where Robbie Stingle worked at, so that's we hear all about it. I gotta say, I played a Hamer bass back in the day, and it was really, really well made. It had great tone and everything. I just preferred the way my Gibsons felt and played, but that Hamer, it was a great bass, just truly. Dave's not here, man. Good to see you.
What's going on, Dave?
If only Dave was here.
If only.
Yeah.
No,
you're right. Yeah, it's Kramer's where Robbie used to work. I'm sorry, I got confused. But
I've never seen a Hamer except for Glenn Tipton's.
Yeah. Well, and they built a lot of cool high-end stuff. Again,
sure.
During the 80s, they were a very popular guitar. That's why I ended up with one of those basses.
A lot of very famous guitars out of the 80s. It was the guitar decade.
Well, yeah, that's when Paul Reed Smith came into, everybody started hearing about those, and yeah, they were building some good axes.
I mean,
back in the
most
day.
of my guitars come from the 80s or early 90s.
Yeah. Indeed. That was good stuff. Let's see. Where did I leave off on shows? I did Thursday, I did Friday. Saturday we talked about Chad's show.
Chat show. So then we got to go to Pendar's.
Yeah,
Did you
we
get
did.
to
We mentioned
Pendar?
Pendar's on Saturday and Chad's, so that's the
hit-
Saturday. And then of
G-May.
course G-May,
G-May.
and then at night.
G-May,
Okay.
but I think DOA's been streaming around midnight. And Brad
Yeah.
Example is streaming. Is he doing it every week yet?
He's doing it every
said
weekend.
He was. I mean, he's getting like almost.
He's
50
got a
people
little
show.
overlap with G-May right now, which he's not crazy about. But again, the time zone thing is the time zone thing. It's screwing everybody up. So normally, once we get the hours a little rectified, Brad will be before G-May. So he's kind of that tweener show. Kind of the bridge between Pendar goes into G-May's, and then Brad is kind of in that same time frame.
That's what I wanted to try to find hours before other shows, like
Yeah,
the
and it's
hour
getting
before
hard.
Another show, yeah,
Yeah.
and play. I was going to ask Polvo, but he actually streams on the same schedule as Michael every other week, so I can't
Right.
do his.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then Sunday, of course, back around to Hippie, where he's playing his Global Music Co-op on Sundays. And it goes, man, this Sunday he went long. I ran out of gas. And as you know, I'm a late night guy. And I'm like, I'm out. I fell asleep. And I think he went another hour and a half when I fell asleep. So, but always a great
Last
show.
night I did nothing. I was just hanging out with my wife, and I passed out on the couch at 10:30.
OMG, was this
I know.
before or after you got the Blue Plate special at 5 o'clock?
Let me get the blue place, but that was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. That's when you're hungry. That's when you eat. I'm too old to go to dinner at 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
That's when like people are going out on dates. I
we
want
still
no
eat.
part of it.
Yeah, we eat late because when summer we're always gardening until, while the sun's up. So
Blame it on the garden every time.
we love our garden. Although, man, that snow wiped out my tomato cage.
Oh yeah, but it killed everything, right?
Yeah, it's because it's
Decimated.
decimated. It was designed to shield the tomatoes from all the hail that we get with some frequency, which is great. It does a great job with that. But unfortunately, that wet, heavy snow got caught in the screening and just it went. I'm sorry, I'm out, bro.
Chris Lane, did you forget the one person who's been linking everyone? Did you forget to mention his show?
No, I'm still on Sundays.
Be patient, Michael.
Yeah, no.
And on Sundays,
I did it out. He's right though. I did it out of order because Michael comes on before Hippie. So yeah, Michael comes on. Michael's first out of the blocks on Sundays.
Right. He didn't forget about it. He just got.
Yeah, so I
Next
was
step is
working in
old
reverse
brain
order, which I do sometimes. But yeah,
That's
Michael's
a very nice cover. That's a very nice cover up, Chris. You handle that very well.
Yeah, well, you've got Michael, then you got Valerie Botts, What the Flock, which is fun. It's just kind of a bullshit, whatever people want to talk
It's
about.
kind of
show.
like this with songs.
Kind of, yeah, like with actual, good music from Valerie. And then we get to Hippie. So that's your order on Sunday. So, and, in fairness, I love Michael's, and I caught every minute of it this last week.
Yeah, you've been doing much better. I noticed.
But sometimes if I do G-May and I'm amped up and I was drinking coffee and I don't usually drink whiskey on Saturday night, so I'm like amped up after the show and everything, and then I stay awake till stupid hours, and then I miss Michael. So, but not this last stool. I've been doing better. Actually,
His Sunday's tougher for me. Anything during the hours my kids are awake.
Right.
can get
Well,
tough for me.
and yeah, you guys
'Cause
are in
I'm
the same
so distracted, like
time zone. Yeah.
1 minute and I'm like, oh, that's a good song. Next, I'm like, get off the goddamn couch. It's like I got split personalities, man.
Yes. Lovely. I want to send you back. Yes.
Oh, I'm a '70s dad.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's see.
Today
so,
was report card day.
how did we do?
actually-
How did the fellas do?
They did good. They
Good.
did really. I was very, very, very pleased.
Good lads.
They one got Robux because he did really good, and the other got Madden football.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And then I tried to bribe my eldest because I've been talking with his teacher, and he's just like, he's very. I mean, he's way smarter than me already. He's very good in school, but he's like been getting steady B's in English, and she's like, I really think he's capable of an A. So we've been trying to push him, and he's getting better. But so I just like, what do you want? And you'll get it if you can turn your B into an A for the less. So I'm just going with outright bribery.
And you know what? I know that there are people out there that would frown upon that, say you shouldn't bribe your kids and everything. And as an experienced parent, let me say this: go to hell, because that's what life is. What's your job? It's bribery, right? You work really hard, you get promotions, you get more money. It's how life works. If
Yeah.
that's a motivator for your child to do their best effort scholastically,
Well, to
Do
give
it.
another reason for them to, because he could do it, but like I don't, you know what it is. Like if you have a solid C kid, you're not going to say, I'll give you this if you do. You do that when you think they can, and you just want to try to get them to put in that extra little bit.
absolutely. Now, Dom, you have a job to do. Read this comment in the proper voice.
Which one?
This comment.
I can't do that. Not on cue. My Italian only comes out, when it does.
Okay, well, no, you got to do the Hugh doing this. Hugh saying it.
We were just discussing that. Marie. I go and call on we go home. Can't understand a fucking word you says. Like what?
I speak enough Scottish, apparently.
Unless he talks Braveheart. If he
Yeah,
quotes
then you
lines
know.
from Braveheart, I'll be like, yeah, I know that.
I get it. Yeah, exactly. The Australian doing Scottish accents. But yes, well, that sounds. Now I'm jealous because, man, my brick oven is still covered up. And
Buried in snow.
yeah, well, the snow mostly melted around it. But I still. That's part that doesn't get sun until a little later in the spring.
Michael, how many cups of coffee did you have tonight? Because you are like a blinking machine, dude. Man, take a break.
No,
Relax.
we love you. Thank you. You're kicking ass. Well, he's channeling his inner Maria. He is on it.
Unless it's Maria. And
Yeah.
she sent him off to bed.
Masquerading as Michael, which, you know what? We're still getting our links, so.
Did you get it all over the screen, Michael? I'm sorry. That's terrible. But at least it was good coffee.
There
Michael
you
makes
go.
very good coffee.
Yeah.
And
Well,
pancakes, I hear. So I
life-
hear.
Life is short. Drink good coffee, right?
No, I bastardized my coffee drinking and went to a Keurig machine because it's faster.
Yeah, I hate those things. Because, A, it's just not enough quantity for me.
Question from the audience, Chris Lane.
Yes?
Dave's not here, man. Wants to know what is that first guitar to your
This
right?
one.
That's his newest purchase.
This is my Ibanez AF55. It's the
I love the finish on that.
in the art core. Yeah, it's a matte finish.
Guitar porn.
Yeah, here we go. And it's a they call it a jazz guitar. I don't
Yeah.
know that it's a jazz guitar, but
Well, it's not really an arch top, is it?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude, hold
it's-
up. Oh, okay, yeah, that's totally a jazz guitar.
Yeah. Arch top, and it's got compound arches. It's wild.
I don't have an arch.
I didn't until I got this one.
Thank you, Kurt. Guitar chord. Guitar chord.
But that perfect tune. Because, man, when I was playing that D, it was way the hell out. And even though I stroked the bridge and everything, now it's playing like a dream. Because I'm a schmuck and I dropped it. Yeah. So that's what that one is.
I do like the finish on that. It's a
Yeah.
very matte, you know. I don't like when
It's a very cool finish.
I don't like when guitars are overly varnished.
Yeah. I'm not a glossy guy. I
are
like
not-
a little smoothness.
We are not glossy people.
No.
This is the guy
Lord
in the t-shirt
knows.
and the one in flannel.
Yeah. This is my Samurai bass player t-shirt, though.
Oh, very nice.
Hey.
Very nice.
Yep, Samurai original. Yeah. Mine too. Later, yeah, we'll just I'll record you something, Dave, and then you can have a good evening.
Hello. Well, we have another new face.
Covered now.
Covered by
I know.
CQ. I do not.
He is a fellow Chris.
A fellow what?
Chris.
Oh, another Chris. Oh,
He's another. So yeah, that's another Chris. So
Another
Chris,
Chris.
welcome. Covered by CQ.
I'm 50-50 with Chris's. I like
Yeah.
half and I hated the other half.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
Who cares?
Chris and I's biggest bonding moment was with another Chris.
Yeah.
Have you ever been like, well, actually, we've been with a bunch of people now who have crashed and burned. But we, in a private sense, we literally watched someone go over the fucking
Just
edge, man.
Go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
And it was kind of funny because
Yeah.
we were just getting to know each other, right?
Yeah.
And he solidified our relationship because it's like we were being held captive, and so we have this shared experience of a person
Yeah.
just fucking going insane.
yeah,
before
we both
our very eyes.
escaped the abusive relationship at the same time. God,
And it happened. I mean, well, you got to be real careful of who you choose to make your friends. The next weekend, this dude was supposed to come hang out with me at my
Yes.
place in Pennsylvania. So I was like, oh, thank God, man. He would have killed me.
well, that's not great, but
You are
maybe
at
you
the
know,
right
maybe you
place.
don't. You're with your people. Dom and I
Yeah.
are both cancer survivors. Fight and win, brother.
That's all you can do.
You got this. You got this. Fight hard and do that treatment and, stay with us so we can keep playing music together. But yeah, hang in
You're
there,
getting
bro.
treatment, so you're in the right place. It fucking sucks.
Yeah,
But then
it's
one day it
miserable.
ends and you start over. A little
Yep.
different, but you start over.
Yeah.
Mine was 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I thought I was going to die, and here I am drinking,
Yep.
being a fool.
Vaping and 12 from me. But just so you know, Chris, I'm easily accessible via my page and everything. Ever need to talk, hook me up because I feel you and I'm happy to talk to other people that are fighting cancer. So
Yeah.
if you need
100%.
somebody who just gets it and just you can vent and say this sucks and I can go, yeah, I know.
And that is the thing. It's everybody says, we all know how terrible it is, but unless you really went through it,
Yeah.
unless you really had someone, a doctor, go to you, like they take that breath before they start speaking to you, and your whole world just totally changed. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's hard for a lot of people to really understand that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely for the doctor. It was a long pause. He got me on the phone. He says, "Is this Chris?" And I said, "Yeah, it is." 1, 2, and I knew.
Yeah.
But
Well, I was there. I was face to face when they told me.
yeah,
And man, I remember. I can still remember it. The darkest period of my life. I literally found out right before I better watch how I'm talking because I'm drinking so I can be emotional. So I found out, I knew something was wrong on the day of my son's first birthday.
Yeah.
And I found out I had cancer like a week and a half later.
Yeah.
And oh man, my wife was like, "What are you doing?" All I was doing was getting all the passwords to all our CDs and stock accounts and stuff. I just made like this whole file for it,
Gotta
just
do
in
it,
case
yeah.
kind of thing. But
Yeah,
oh,
no, I get
that
it,
was
man.
rough.
My fellows were in high school at that time. It didn't make any difference,
No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's just not great. But yeah, well, we're hanging in there, and thoughts and prayers, and which is cliche, but if I say thoughts and prayers, I mean it, and I will be thinking of you, and I will be praying for you. And like I said, if you want to talk, happy to do so.
I will be a saying, but it's counter to my personality to actually say thoughts and prayers. So
Yeah, exactly. He can't say it. I don't have a problem with
I
it.
can't say it, not directly.
See, E. Urban, 99 problems. Waking up naked in a Denny's parking lot ain't one.
No, that's not a problem.
This week. E. Urban, let's just say it's just this week. It's not a problem for him. Yep, indeed. I'm probably way behind in the chat.
Could we ask? Are you willing to? Are you willing to share what type of cancer you have? Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's there. Yeah. Well, when you and I get it because man, when you don't feel well and it saps your energy and everything.
Yeah,
and
don't worry
singing
about it.
is very body inclusive, and
Yeah.
I sing every day, but
Okay.
there's some days I don't feel it. I just I'm going through the motions more than so. I get it. Yeah, no, we're in that age group. I walked to my brother-in-law.
Radiation. They're doing radiation.
Yeah, he said he had
Right.
the injection and the comment was up a little earlier.
And how far along are you? Like, did they say it was? I was told I was a week away from like stage 4 bladder.
Yikes! Yeah, I was very fortunate they caught mine early, just because I'm not a typical man, and I'm like something's not right, and I just knew it was.
Yeah.
So hormone tablet treatment and the injections. Okay, well,
Okay.
my
Well,
brother-in-law went
that's a
through it.
lot more earlier then. So
Yeah, and that's good.
that's
maybe
good.
they caught it earlier.
You may have to do that like forever, like there's like a but that's good.
Yeah, and everybody's different in that one. But my brother-in-law is doing great, and he's now approaching 4 years.
Thank you, Dave. I am. Oh yeah. I mean, like I'm lucky in a sense that, like at least they told me they said this is bladder cancer is something that really affects usually people more in their 70s, and they said I was just turned 50. Oh no, I was 49.
Yeah, I was 48, and that was
so this, you're very strong to get through, but they removed every piece of soft tissue I have in my body. Like, they took everything out just to be safe.
yeah.
Because that's what I said. I remember the first meeting. I was like, you don't understand. My son is 1. I got to be around for a while. Do whatever you got to do. I don't
Do what
give
you
a
got to
shit,
do.
you know?
Yep. All right, Hugh has stories after a barn dance. Okay, well there you go. See, Hugh is an adventure. He's a one-man. But yeah, fellas, don't wait until you're not feeling good, because then we lost someone to the community here recently that kind of went in, and by the time he did,
Yeah,
there was nothing they could do
every
for
time.
him.
I was not very close with Doc Danger, but it chills me every time I think about the time where I found out to the time he was no longer here was no time at all.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was they could make him comfortable, and that's about all they were able to do. So
Yeah, so like I had no idea. He basically got told, and then he was in hospice. Right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, again, that's pole vault's last weekend.
Wait, wasn't that Caddyshack?
Yeah, well, maybe. That could have been based on pole vault for all we know. Yeah. Yep, indeed.
Oh, excuse me.
Going through. But, you know, it's a good place to be, and
Well, that's the one good thing about like YouTube.
Yeah.
Almost everyone here has some kind of ailment.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We're, you know, all older folks by and large. You know, the kids are, you know, Zach Thong is a kid. And there's a few, but yeah, you know, it's very strongly 50s, 60s, and a little bit older. So you know, we have some health issues, some of us, and that's how it comes. But it's good that you're here, and you know, it's good that you can focus on your music and keep your mind off just sitting around. And
if you can't sing, just don't sing. That's
Yeah.
you know.
yeah,
I had spine surgery in the end of the year. You
Yeah.
know, like I had to go
November, right?
through my throat, and I went months I couldn't sing, and I've lost like a whole step. I still can't get back.
Yeah, and it may take a little while.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's Pole Vaultus, you know, he had, including a throat
Twice.
cancer. Yeah, so again, you're in good company here. We know how it is.
Twice as in remission that came back, or two different forms of cancer.
I think two different forms for him.
Ooh, that's what I'm so afraid of.
Yeah, yeah, good.
Well, I just found out that because I am a smoker, or was a smoker, that my insurance now offers free screenings for lung cancer. So I'm actually going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, my wife has been doing that just to make sure.
And actually, that's the one good thing, in case you don't know this cover by CQ, the one good thing about having cancer and surviving it is you go into a special club where the first year, every 3 months, you will be reassessed. The second and third year, twice a year.
Depending
and
on the
then for the
cancer.
rest of your life, your insurance will pay that you get a new screening every single year. So if you survive through this, which you will never have to worry about it going too long again, because you'll get checked every year.
And I left, and I know you did too, Doc. So there you go. Again, you have been cutting up and keeping it light, which we appreciate. You know,
Nothing wrong with laughing.
yeah, life can get a little heavy sometime, and we've got to laugh. And I will also say this, covered by, you know, I had what was it, last year, where I never lose my voice. My voice is durable beyond belief, but I had a sinus thing, and I actually lost my voice for close to 4 days because of the drainage and everything. And like I said, I sing every day. There was no way. I couldn't talk, much less sing. So what I did is I just sung in my head. I had the melodies going in my head, and I practiced that way and everything. And then when my voice came back,
Is that when
it's
you
like-
wrote that song about the voices in your head?
as a matter of fact,
Matter of fact, yeah.
that's exactly because
shit you were thinking about during
that was the
time.
song I was working on.
Right.
It literally was in my head because
You don't, Paul, you don't go back to the doctor by choice?
Yeah, some guys, Kay and I had that because Kay gets a lot of screenings because they watch her, somebody who's had lupus as long as she has. But, you know, we talk about, sometimes you think about, you know, the man mentality. If I don't go to the doctor, they can't find anything wrong. Yeah.
I'm such a douchebag, really am. Technically, that was vapor.
Yeah.
Every time that video is played, though,
But you know what, Epi? This is the difference. I try and be a good, uplifting guy, and he's making that when I was a smoker as he's vaping his brains out, and I just sat there and went,
Yeah. Well, I kind of said it with a shrug, because I did start smoking again.
Yeah.
But the way I rationalized it in my brain was like, well, if I went 49 years before anything happened, and I started again when I started smoking again during COVID.
Sure.
And I have not been able to kick it, but
yeah,
will.
I get it. Well, and there's to the comment from Dave that I just highlighted. My wife has an aneurysm in her brain. Well, they caught it on the one scan because they were looking for other things. Well, she's aware of it. Most of us are walking around with something like that. You just don't know it. And the fact that we get scanned more often, you're going to find more stuff. There's a spot on my lung, and I've never been a smoker, but it's been there they think since early childhood. They think it's scarring from a bit of asthma, and but every time I change health carriers, that they see that and they freak out. It's like, dude, it's nothing. It's been there for decades. It's not changed. It's just it's nothing. But
are you, Povo? Are you a is your job they don't have health insurance? Like, are you a whatchamacallit, like a independent contractor? What did he say? I'm drowning my kids in the bathtub.
yeah,
That's man, I've dreamt of that so many times. I've got to watch my son is sub to me.
yeah, that's right. He's not serious, fellas. He's just being your dad. Idiot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually, Hugh. That's usually how we find out those things. You find out by accident. You're that you have it.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of how it is. But to Chris's point there, if you're not at least getting a PSA test when you hit your 50s, you're making a mistake. That's how my brother's in-laws got caught.
Yeah, I have to be honest with you. Cover, even though it's a great idea, I personally don't feel comfortable doing that. Like, bringing awareness to something that, it's like, I don't know. It was very personal to me. Matter of fact, I went years. It wasn't really until I met Chris that I actually dealt with having gone through it. I just buried that shit, man. Like,
Yeah.
it never fucking happened. And then one day, I was writing a song, and it was called The Hard Road, and it all started coming out of me, and I went like a little crazy because it was like a big ordeal, that I never processed correctly.
Oh, right. You had that because you got to hold it together for the family and everything. It's PTSD, literally.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's what's bonded Dom and I and cemented our friendship is I've always been very open talking about it. And so he and I got talking and just, as we went along in this process. And so this is how we raise awareness. Dom and I are both very open about what we've gone through, and we're happy to talk about it. So, we're not going to make a video PSA
I
per se.
I don't feel right about using it, like tagging it to my video.
Yeah.
Because I just feel that's like, I don't know. It's like trying to use misfortune to your advantage, but I'm happy to talk about it. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
And plus, a lot of people, when they're there, they really don't want to talk about it because you can't really, like when I had cancer, it was like this. All I must do is get through this shit.
It has to be.
And I wouldn't allow any of it. Like my wife, my sister handled everything. And I was just like, all right, let's go. You know, let's do this shit. And I don't deal with any of that other stuff. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you have to get through it. Look at Michael's songs.
God damn, Michael.
We're going to have to send him a birthday cake or something.
I may have to send him my Gmail. Just for a hot mod.
Yeah.
Hot mod. Hashtag Kurt. Hashtag hot mod.
Hot mod. Yeah, exactly. Michael is on it. And The Hard Road features yours truly on bass. Because,
yes, it
again,
does.
That's where Dom and I started working together. And I love that song. Listen to it all the time.
Thank you. My favorite guitar solo.
It's a good one. It's a good song. Yeah. I'm an open book, says the naked guy. Yeah, we know.
You are.
He's not hiding nothing, folks.
That's what I like about you, Kurt.
He's an open book. Hello. Yep. Indeed. Hey, Mike Herrera, how are you? Good to see you tonight.
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
Yep. And Mike is making the rounds and saying howdy highs to everybody. All right. So you're up. It's now your pick for the Mike Shaner song.
And I don't know how I picked all cover songs, but I have another one.
Cool. That's fine. I picked originals and you picked covers so far.
I actually know I have one that isn't a cover.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I've got
you
one.
You can't
that's a
do
cover.
that, Michael. You can't leave us.
Oh, yeah. Well, no more links, folks.
Yeah.
The Link Master General is out of here.
Mike, have a very good night. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Michael. You are a wonderful human being.
Oh, that's the invite button. I'm a little buzzed, I got to tell you. For a Thursday night, not very good.
That's all right. Now, and I was going to bring some moonshine down here and drink it, but then I thought, I'm getting up at the crack to load the car. I'm not going to do that.
I just forgot the other thing from switching to from Corona, which was 3% alcohol. It's now Guinness Stout.
Guinness is a little higher.
It's 11.
It's a little higher, lad.
So, yeah, what they add in bitterness, there's definitely a punch to it.
Punch you
All
in
right,
the
here
face.
we go. There we go.
Take away
And we're back.
Hi there, everybody.
I love that song.
Nah, that's cool. He's
And
got so many good
appropriate.
ones.
It checks so many boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
But to tell you just how dedicated me and Chris are getting, while we were playing you that song, we figured out who next week's special featured artist is going to be, and Chris is going to tell us about it, right, Chris?
I am. It's this guy, a loyal guy in the chat, and we dig this guy's music because it's so wild and varied and everything. And I strongly suspect not all you guys have been on his channel a lot, so you're in for a treat next week. Our featured artist next week is going to be this guy.
Yay!
Epiphonia. But he says, but only in a small amount. No, that's our call. We're going to play as much of you as we want, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Can't stop us now.
Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to that. The song that I want to say it was on Hippie last week. It was a newer one of yours that I hadn't heard before, and I'm like, damn, this is killer good. I was loving it. So everybody's in for a treat next week. Our featured artist will be
One of the things I do
Epiphonia.
like about this, Chris, and I'll say is that, you know, there's so many people to listen to, and you get lost sometimes and you get busy. But Chris and I have made a concerted effort to really go through people's channels and find songs we like. We don't tell each other what songs we're picking, you know, so we were like, oh, look, every once in a while, like, oh, we picked the same damn song, you know. So it makes it kind of fun. Yeah, and, you know, we've got to say, you know, we really appreciate everybody who hangs out with us. You know, there's so many cool places to go to. We wouldn't fault anyone, no matter where they chose to spend the time. But we are very happy
We're grateful
to spend some of your time with us.
But yeah, you hang out with us, you know, and it's very cool of you, and we
that's
appreciate
as sappy as I'm going to be.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty sappy. But yep, you're up next week, my friend. And then this guy.
Oh, what's up, babe?
I just Abe and I were subbing each other back and forth over on Rumble earlier yesterday. So good, and I got to hear one of Abe's songs that somehow I hadn't heard before. It was an instrumental one. He said, "What did he call it? Just a heavy metal riff." But it was all instrumental.
What is
and
that?
It was cool.
What is that an acronym? The Swola or whatever. He's
Swola, yeah.
Yeah, he's a Swola guy. Him and I know who.
Yeah, Adam
definitely
Burst.
different times, but
Yeah.
who's that? There's a guy he never fails to
Yeah,
listen.
Adam Burst.
No, Adam. No, and there's another guy. Oh crap! I apologize that I don't remember his name.
Not Crangus, is it?
I'm not sure.
Because at that time I just don't ever hardly get over there. So anyway,
But he never fails to check into my videos and stuff.
That's very cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
there
such
you-
a great
there you go.
song.
Yeah,
That'd be a really good acoustic cover too. I got to say, it's such
Yeah.
a poignant song.
Yeah, it really is.
Swola, there you go.
Swola, yep. Yeah, that's how you spell it.
Who's
we
the
were
guy?
pronouncing it.
I was gonna say, you know, he's got long hair and a
Yeah, that
beard.
narrows it down.
Like that, almost every guitarist who does it.
Yeah,
I think it may be. Now I have to go look now.
yeah,
He's
that's gonna bug him.
He's never not commented on one of my videos. So I have to find out who he is.
All right, yeah,
me
we're
go
in. Dave was
Abe
saying
will
he-
know him.
Yeah, I'm sure Abe
will
will know him.
videos.
But Dave said he
Go
was
to-
going to get some snow. So where are you? Dave's not here, man. Because I know there's snow moving into various parts of the country. But...
Oh, there it is. Chris 7S. KRIS.
Oh, okay.
7S.
Yeah.
Guy's a phenomenal guitar player.
Yeah. Yeah, for those, thank you, Abe. Because, again, sometimes you assume that everybody knows everything. Yeah, Swola is Sunday with Ola. And Ola is what? Scandinavian of some stripe. I can't remember if he's a Finn or a Norwegian or whatever. But
so many empty beers on my table.
Yeah, Detroit, huh? So Rock City getting a little snow. Well, then Kurt and Justine will get to enjoy it as well. So, yeah, Abe does know him, of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's a cool dude.
All right, well, that's cool. Yeah, see, see how I made that connection? Because that's what I'm here for.
I think he plays like an 8-string guitar. The neck is like, I don't think I can wrap my hand around the damn neck.
Yeah, I've got kind of medium fingers. Yeah,
I barely can play 6 strings.
Yeah.
Hey, Axiom, what's going on, man?
What's going on, Axiom? It's always good to see him and his firing on all cylinders. Yeah, I don't know that we are, but somebody's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I may have a cylinder shut down.
Yeah, I picked one up in a music store just because I wanted to see, and of course I immediately got lost tuning-wise, and I'm like, okay, this sounds cool, but this is not for me. And there he is, Party Pete.
What's going on, Pete Jones?
Rumble is another, and I mean, it's worldwide, but it seems to be more North American focused at this point, but it's like YouTube, and their stick allegedly is they don't have as much censorship, or their algorithms are different. I don't know. Some of us are just dipping our toe over there because there doesn't seem to be a lot of music on it right now. And I think there's a lot of political crap, but of course there's a lot of political crap on YouTube too, and I don't pay attention to any of that. I just, I was looking for music things. So there's your quickie Pete Johns, what I know.
I just
tell you.
I just fail to comprehend why people want to talk about politics. Like, it's the last thing in the world I want to discuss.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and again, I mentioned earlier, I'm a very siloed person in some, and I'm interested in politics, always have been, at one time in my life, relatively active in them, but I'm not going to sit around and talk about them, just that...
No, yeah.
I just want to play music.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, not even just music. It's just like in life, it's like I have a very basic premise that all politicians are going to be corrupt in some shape or form.
Oh, absolutely.
Expect them to be any different, or to hold them accountable. Well, you're not really holding them accountable. You're just bitching about them.
Well, that's it. In America, you can hold them accountable every couple years, but we don't. So, yeah,
I like bitching about insignificant things. That's the key to my survival, folks, in case you don't know. My MO is to find some meaningless little issue that I can focus all my negativity on, so I don't have to actually deal with, like, big issues.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to highlight Kurt's... it's fine to talk about religion and politics and whatever else, but there's a time and place for everything. This ain't the time and place. Yeah. That's not what we do.
I generally don't talk about either. I do sometimes, I will say, I am a Catholic because my parents baptized me that, and because I love my parents, I'm not going to do anything differently. But I don't like, sometimes I feel like you're not allowed to talk. There are some people who you can't talk about religion, and that bothers me, even though I wouldn't talk about it, but I don't like being told I can't talk about something either.
Dave, this is good. Politics absolutely divides. It's designed to divide. That's what it does. Here's this side, here's another side. And it's kind of silly in that, life, we all know, is lots of shades of gray. Nothing's black and white.
It's all gray.
But, politics says, no, it's black, no, it's white. Just kind of how it works. So, be excellent to one another and party on, dudes. And my excellent friend over there is partying on right now. I've got to drive early in the morning, so I'm not doing that. But when I get down there Friday night's whiskey night for Chris, as we know anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Pete. I sometimes throw my beliefs into songs.
I think it's inevitable that any artist will do
It's hard
that
not to, yeah.
intentionally or unintentionally. Again, I never am overt about anything, but you might catch a hint or two of some of the things I think about in some of my songs.
Yeah, I have a couple. And usually when I do, I throw a bunch of shit all at once, like I go from topic to topic. Just cleanse. It's like a cleanse.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill and Ted.
And E. Urban, keeping things on that highbrow level, which I love this guy. Okay, that's 3. E. Urban, you've made Dom laugh out loud 3 times tonight.
Just go, man. You've
Well
won.
done.
You've won the evening, my friend. Oh, my God, that was so funny. Guinness helps, but
Yeah.
I may switch to Guinness, man, for the price.
Guinness is wonderful.
And it's the same price as Corona, but like 4 times the alcohol.
Yeah. When I'm told, exactly. I mean, that's if you were, raised in the 70s and kind of have that little bit of hippie vibe, that's exactly your mindset.
Oh, yeah, 100%, yeah.
That's why
That was, I got to say before, I'm sorry, Chris, to cut
ahead.
it off, but that was this right here is my entire relationship with my poor dad. He said, don't, tell me don't, I'm doing it. I
Yeah.
don't care if you're right, Pop. I'm doing that shit right now.
Yeah.
But I am exactly like that, Abe.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Or
everyone
I'm
should.
Axiom.
Yeah. Well, but Abe too. No need to fight about it. I used to really enjoy having reasoned discussions and debates with people, but in
most
the
people don't
current
want to-
climate,
Most
nobody
people
can
don't
handle
want
it.
to debate. Yeah.
Nah, they can't handle it anymore.
Or I wouldn't even say debate because I can flip flop on any topic. I don't mind taking any particular side. Usually, I used to do that for fun. Someone could say something I totally believe in,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and it's just and if I sense that they're really invested, I'm just going to go the other way. It's good, it's good for it's good to keep your knives sharp.
Once
But,
again,
yeah.
if people wonder why you and I are friends, that's exactly why. Because totally the same.
A lot, but when I do sense that someone is entrenched, and now we're later in life, I'm like, why even bother having a conversation? So,
The great American philosopher Mark Twain once said, "Never attempt to teach a pig to sing. It wastes your time and it annoys the pig." And I feel that way about a lot of people anymore. So I'm just not going to waste my time.
yeah.
So yeah,
And there we go. There's our political segment.
that's the extent of it. The beginning, the end. That's it. I'm running on the More Guitars platform for everyone.
Mo guitars.
Mo Guitars.
Mo guitars.
Yep, we'll see. We'll see if I can go up to Montana this summer to that awesome music store, and I'm going to take video up there because this place is epic.
We should do photo collages for our next happy hour. But I won't take any pictures. My kids are at the age now where we've stopped taking pictures of them.
Oh yeah,
That's we were looking through our phone. Like there are like 3,000 pictures when they were 1, 2, and 3, and now that they're like 10, there's like.
and what's the
4.
ratio of oldest to youngest pictures? For us it was about 3 to 2, and then as they
it's
got
much
older,
more than that. Yeah.
yeah. We thought we were pretty balanced, but yeah.
Hashtag guitar porn.
Yeah.
Who had guitar porn?
Oh, is it Kurt? Well, we were talking about new guitars for everybody. Abe says he needs a new guitar, and Epiphone
we know he's not
correctly
getting an
pointed out.
eight-string.
Yeah, exactly. But Epi pointed out correctly, if you can find a good older one, Those often are better instruments for
Yeah.
any number of reasons.
Almost every guitar, I wouldn't call them old, because when most people say like an old guitar, they're talking much older. Most of my guitars were made in the 90s. My Taylor, 1992.
Yeah, Dave's got a little lust for my AF-55, and I don't
You
blame
want
it.
to
That's the
touch
thing.
it, Dave? We'll talk after the show. We'll let you touch it.
Yeah.
All
Touch
right,
it
this
long
show
enough.
just
It'll...
went from bad to worse.
Yeah, it always does. Yes, or point out democracies.
Oh my
apparent
God,
because
we're the furthest thing from that.
Well, and that's the thing. Again, a lot of people, because they're not as informed as they'd like to think they are. We'll leave it at that.
Well, here's me and my thoughts in a nutshell. It is so bad, in my opinion, that the only way to ever possibly make life better than 48% think this and 52% think that, because that's really what at least America is. The only way there's ever going to be a change, civil unrest, tear the shit, burn it to the ground. But I have kids, and that will affect my kids' lives. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to make the best of what we got and hope they can, survive it,
All right. Hey, I'm going to say hi to Crimson Crush. How are you? You guys are killing
Who
it.
just mentioned Guitar Center? Kick him off the show.
Well, no, he just says he's not going to
Oh,
Guitar
okay.
Center. So,
All
yeah,
right.
no. Yeah, we don't.
You got to be careful about dropping Guitar Center
Yeah.
comments in his chat. Oh, I hate Guitar Center.
Yes, we know.
They are so not.
Sweetwater, awesome. Guitar Center sucks.
They are the worst, man.
Yeah.
They are
But
the
Kurt was
worst.
asking about a nice hollow body electric. What this is an Ibanez AF-55. They retail for about $350. Really solid guitar. It's bright. It has a brightness. Now, if you want that mellow B.B. King kind of tone, look into...
Then I have a Kurt in my Good Intentions video. I'm playing a 1978 Ibanez AS-80, which
Yeah.
is a semi-hollow electric that I stole from my former employer, Dick. And it's a really nice guitar. That's a really nice guitar. Crimson Crux, hello there. Welcome.
Yeah, good to see ya.
Both of yous.
Both of yous. Yeah, I think one is maybe more... Yeah, Gretchen... Oops, the comment moved on me. And it moved again. There we go. But Gretches are amazing. Gretches are they sound awesome. They're a
I don't
great
have
guitar.
much experience with Gretches. But they are nice.
The Gibson
like-
335s are fantastic. The Epiphone version of the 335 is fantastic. Yeah, there you go. We like you, Mike. Yes, that's exactly the way to go into, basically.
Can I ask a question, speaking of that comment? When is the last time anyone ever actually listened to Stairway to Heaven? It's like it's really a beautiful song.
Oh, it's
that
fantastic. No, I
one
love the
fucking
song.
Listens to.
Well, yes, I totally agree.
It's probably been like 20 or 30 years since I heard the goddamn song.
Oh no, I listened to it recently, but
I did listen to Zeppelin playing it live. Excuse me. A live version of it, and Page's guitar part was just so much better than the recording. It was beautiful.
yeah, he's on record as saying he didn't love the recorded version on some. He just felt like there was more there.
Well, you know what it is, because he is not he's not a guitarist who could really be captured in a studio. He's He's captured when he's
Which is an interesting point, because he basically was a session musician. He came out of the recording studio thing, but you're not wrong. I mean, there was something about his live playing.
Well, what was amazing about his live playing were his oops moments that he turned into just magic, you know? So, but it is really a good song. Strandberg, CG.
Yeah. Well, and again, you know, I do go in there every once in a while just to see what they have.
Yeah, no, they have very good return policies.
Yeah.
I bought a guitar.
They need to, because they don't set up the guitars very well.
I bought a guitar from Sweetwater, and my whole thing on it was I had to have it delivered on a specific day because my wife would not be home. So it must come, and I was like, I'm going to buy this thing, but it needs to come on this day. Any other day, I'm going to refuse it. And they got it to me.
Well, see, they get it. All right.
And then, stupid me, I put the big box in the garage. And then I had my problems with my shoulder, so my wife was like getting out the Christmas decorations. She's like, "What's that big box?"
What a rookie mistake! I mean,
know, like,
you could
destroy
pay your kid $10. Yeah,
destroy immediately. I normally, like, anytime I did anything like buying a guitar, I would always buy them on the spot. And I knew when I have the urge, because I would leave the house with a gig bag, you know, stuffed with clothes and stuff. I'm like, oh, I got to bring it in and get new strings, and then go buy a guitar and put it in the bag and
see, now that's
throw out
smart.
the clothes.
Yeah, and you're right, Crimson, but I'm okay with that, because that's the only stalker I'm ever going to have. So I'm good with it.
You know, yeah. I mean, it depends on the way you want to look at it, you know. I feel like, you know, like a lot of people are against Facebook and like all these ads that are directed towards your needs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you want to sell me things I actually want, okay, I'll listen. It's like, you know, when you sell me things I don't. But Sweetwater sends candy.
I know. I just cleaned up the wrapper for my... Well, and you guys weren't here, Abe and Crimson, at the beginning of the show, but I had my Sweetwater story. I bought 3 sets of strings, and I didn't spend $30. It was 20-something, 25, 28. And I got 2 phone calls on the strings because they were changed their shipping method, and they wanted me to know that, and then they wanted to make sure that they had actually arrived and they were the strings that I wanted. So, and I'm good with that, because customer service is so dead everywhere else. Even if they're a bit intrusive, I'm good with it.
Yeah, they really have good customer service. I can't believe so many people have the same opinion. My Sweetwater rep is named Joe. What is your Sweetwater rep's name? Could be all the same damn guy, but
that Matt is who I talked to
another thing
today.
I did. So, like I said, I buy a lot of equipment for one of the companies I work for, and I bought I think it was 100 Audio Technica headsets, and I was talking to him like, "Don't be sending me one packet of fucking candy, man." He sent me a box. He sent me a box with 100 bags of candy. I'm like, "You rock, Joe."
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Oh my. Let's see.
Oh, do we got something else? Wait, let me.
Urban is.
Urban.
You know, that's right.
Is he struggling?
No, he's
okay.
he's got an interesting narrative going here, and I think he's enjoying it. So
I went to one of those with my kids recently. It was a lot of fun.
They looked fun, honestly.
Yeah, it was fun, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have one here that I'm aware of.
No, that's because Denver, Colorado, you can carry weapons. Who needs to see a joust?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's actually a pretty good joke. All right. I think I'd be down for a joust. I think you'd have trouble knocking me off a horse.
I think you have trouble getting me on a horse. I don't trust horses.
Well, I don't either. Horses are four-legged assholes. They really are. I ride them, but yeah, I don't trust them.
I'd sooner ride my dog.
Well, because that's what you know when you've got a wily trail horse, because he'll be loping along, and then you can feel him angling towards the tree because he's going to knock you off with the branch. It's like, bullshit. I'm wise to you, asshole. Stay.
I keep mentioning Audio Technica Crimson Crux because I edit the segments and I send them because I want them to sponsor me. They sent me this microphone.
Yep. See,
They're not a sponsor, though. I mean, who would sponsor me? I would not sponsor me for anything.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
I don't even endorse myself.
Yeah, I endorse you. And you're right, Kurt. Not only can I go to Casa Bonita and see some cliff diving, I did last week. It was awesome.
Cliff dove?
Oh yeah, there's a diving pool, and it's a Mexican themed restaurant, and so it's like the cliffs of Acapulco, and they have a guy, and he comes out and he drinks out of a margarita thing, and he dives into the pool, and then he climbs up on another set of rocks and dives back in the pool. It's a whole thing.
While you're eating?
Yes.
So you're chomping on some nachos,
And a cliff
poor
diver's going
dude
off.
is
Yeah.
forced to go.
Well, that's it.
dive
It's
off
a
a
big,
cliff.
it's a big entertainment experience. You got cliff divers, you got mariachis, you got Cartman's got his own little table there. You can get your picture taken with
I
Cartman.
can't stand mariachis.
Oh,
Like when they or
I do.
violin players. I'm like, oh, get away from me.
Well, they don't come to your table. They have their little area. You go to them, which
Oh, okay, that's all right.
yeah.
They stand
Yeah, they do their thing. And
I
then-
did not ask you to be here. I'm a musician too. Nobody pays me. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, no, they don't do that. They've got their own little area.
Oh, I'm so bitter.
Yeah. It's like, she's dumb. Got some unresolved issues here. You wanna? Now that's what you should do. And just get in a nasty place. Have about 3 or 4 Guinnesses. Go down to a local Italian place, and just with your guitar and get in people's face and start
Yeah,
singing.
exactly. Oh, solo mio.
Oh, yeah.
At the local pizza parlor. No, I've never met Kentucky Amish. I know the
I met the
Pennsylvania
Amish.
Amish.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pendar. It's,
Yeah, somebody should clip that. We're having a good time on the show tonight, folks.
I've been having too much fun here lately. I stopped doing my own show twice a week or every week. So I remember, like, beginning of the year, remember I was telling you may have to find a new co-host because it's been too much. So what did I do? It's more fun here than just playing my guitar, so I cut my own show back
Yeah, exactly.
to hang out with you and laugh at myself.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do. We should all laugh at ourselves and not take anybody seriously.
Oh, my
Abe,
God,
thanks for stopping in.
Abe, talk
Good to
you
see
soon,
you.
pal.
It's my brother over the hill there in Utah. Another mountain man.
Are they really ruling? You know what? One of the funniest things is. Well, hold on, I have to go back to Kurt. I'm talking about the Amish ruling beef jerky. My mom, God bless her soul, bought one of those Amish fireplaces, and I was like,
Yeah,
was like,
follow
"Mom."
this through to its logical conclusion, folks.
I was like, Mom, what is this? She goes, oh, it's made by the Amish. I'm like, it's not made by the Amish, Ma. They just put the wood around it. It's just some, cheap, probably electric fireplace. Oh my God, it's just so funny. She loved this thing though. Oh, it's made by the Amish.
Yeah, and the Amish are good woodworkers.
Yeah.
So yeah, cops.
Oh, really? Someone stole an Amish person's horse and buggy?
Yeah,
That would actually be a funny episode of
That would be a
Cops,
funny episode of Cop. Now, tell me that they had a wife beater. They were shirtless. Please tell me that because it's Cops.
The only problem with Cops was I bet the people who stole the horse and buggy were black because if you watch Cops, there was never a bad white person on Cops, or almost never. That's pretty much
I guess maybe that's perception thing because as soon as
was
I think
very
of Cops,
front-loaded.
I think of the white guy with the wife beater or just with his shirt off.
Yeah, maybe DWI was predominantly white people,
Okay,
and most crimes were.
I didn't watch much of those shows, so
I think that's like because they got like sued and stuff because they was very, very biased because the police actually had veto power over what
yeah.
segments they would allow to air.
A chick on meth. Well, and that, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Amish Mafia. Yeah, what a joke. That show was crazy. But now that's
Yoder.
funny because they don't.
Yoder. Hey, Yoder.
Orders, yep. With the wife beater tan lines. Well, obviously a classic.
I would like to go on and saying so. When I grew up, we used to go camping in Pennsylvania at a place called Spring Gulch in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I was around 16, and every morning there was a mother and her daughter would come into the campsite and they would sell pies. And I would probably like to say, I got her stoned and had sex with her daughter. It's like 17. It was like I was a very proud moment in my life.
I didn't see that going.
I
thought
an Amish woman. She partied, man, but I was like,
Romschminger, huh? Early.
maybe, yeah. Let's take a little walk in the woods. Good apple pie
goodness.
too. Apple
Yeah,
pies
well,
was
that's where I thought you were going with that story, but no.
It was big
went-
left turn.
Completely different area.
Could you see me working on a farm? No.
No, I cannot. Well, I live in Colorado. I've always lived in Colorado, and I call them wife beaters, so.
Yeah. And I'm the race that defined the wife beater, and I call them that too.
That's true.
Or the other, we call them an Italian dinner jacket.
I've never heard that. Oh, my God.
No? Oh my God! Oh yeah, that's like, oh, Dad's got his dinner jacket on. Look, you got a
dinner
medal,
jacket.
Pop. You got a medal. When you spilled sauce on your shirt, like why wear white when you're having pasta and you have no table
That
manners
makes-
whatsoever?
That's a legitimate point. Oh, my God. I think we're going to an Italian restaurant. I'm
not supposed to have
gonna save that one. Yeah,
You're not supposed to enjoy yourself this much on a Thursday night.
we're having a good
It's just,
time,
it's
folks.
just wrong.
It is. Yep. That's classic. I like that.
You can use it. It's yours.
Yeah. There you go. It's indeed-
That is the reason why I do not wear cut-off T-shirts because I'm Italian, and it's like part of my. I used to get them like the 4-pack for Christmas.
Yeah, that's funny.
Trying to anoint me. I'm like, nope,
No, I'm not.
I don't wear them.
I'm not going to be beguiled by your guinea ways.
Your magical ways.
There you go. Well, see, now this makes sense. It's practical. It's to protect the chest hair.
Yeah,
From getting all the guineas in there. That makes
No,
sense.
because they were always they were always down here, so you always had the ones poking out,
Hopefully nobody's eating dinner right
I
now.
had the hairiest uncles I've ever seen. My Uncle Tony looked like a bear.
That's funny, because on my mom's side of the family, and they're all Dionnes, so they're French Canadian, and oh my God, they are the hairiest people. They're crazy. My Uncle Bob looked like, a bearskin rug when he went to the beach.
Oh, that
It
was my
nuts.
Uncle Tony. Right?
Yeah, luckily I didn't inherit that. Thank you very much.
I told you about my Uncle Tony, right?
Yeah.
He drove a 18-wheeler for the post office, and one day my neighbor across the street said some mean words to me, and I told my mother, and my mother called my Uncle Tony, and my Uncle Tony pulled up in front of his house in his 18-wheeler and beat the piss out of the guy. It was oh my God.
Yeah, not stereotypical, but Uncle Tony, a real person.
Yeah, that was my Uncle Tony. He's my godfather. So you had to.
You know what? Maybe.
Sometimes, in the right light.
Yeah. The comments are moving fast because I keep trying to click and they jump up 3 comments and I keep missing.
Right, when you're missing your one that you're pointing at.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my goodness. Well, I hope you guys are having as much fun as we're having tonight, because we're having a good time.
I'm in stitches this evening.
See,
3 weeks in a row. It's been very funny.
Yeah, we have to be here. You guys don't, so
yeah.
it's great you guys are here. And we're having a good time.
Well, not all. I mean, I had a very Italian mom. My mom was very northern Italian. She blonde hair and blue eyes. Not hairy at all.
Yeah.
I almost made a bad mom joke, but I'm not going to go there.
Pull up, Maverick.
I did. I mean, she's deceased.
Yeah.
And she could probably hear me.
But still, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. Well, let us... Is it my turn? It's my turn, right?
Is your I think this should be the finale.
I agree. I think this is going to
1
be
o'clock. I should
the
cut it.
one we go out on. But let's talk nice to all the people and tell them
Yes.
how wonderful they are. And
Had so much fun.
you guys have made this is a fun Thursday night for Dom and I because you guys are so fun. You guys look at the chat. It's just been flying, active chat, and that's why we like to keep everybody in the same channel. So it's much
You'll only
better
find that
way.
on the happy hour. We're the only people daring enough to say, don't go to my channel. Go to his channel.
Yes, that's right.
Because we don't care about the views. We care about everyone hanging out together.
Yep,
That sounds so sappy.
it does, but it's
know.
still true.
It is true.
All right.
And actually, we do have to end it because I just finished my last Guinness.
Oh,
And
my God.
We have pizza upstairs.
Oh, well, there you
I'm going to go watch Seinfeld and have pizza when we're done. But don't forget, next week, featured artist of the evening will be Epiphonium.
Yeah, and this is a bummer because I wanted to play. I wonder if Mike has rearranged his channel a little bit because I wanted to play a certain song
Well,
to go
I have
out
that
with,
one
and I'm
song.
not seeing it. Yeah, but that's probably. I don't think it's the one I want. I think. All right.
Yes, you can have some pizza, Mike. Come on over.
Yeah.
Come on, Pendar. It's early.
Yeah.
Quit your belly aching, Pendar.
Mike has pulled. Okay, all right. There, he stuffed it in a specific place, so I had to go find it. No, and quit screwing with me.
So while he's looking, thank you to all
I've
the
got
new
it.
people who showed up tonight.
Yeah, we had a
Like
ton of new
Crimson,
people.
we have, but I swear every week we get seeing new faces. so
Crimson, Beard King was new
Beard
tonight.
King.
Dave's not here.
Dave's
He's
not
joined
here.
us recently.
Something else. Oh, our cancer buddies.
Yeah, cover
CQ.
by CQ.
Cover CQ.
So it's always great to see the new people. And again, we like to provide a little break from, music shows, even though we play a little music.
Can't do music all the time.
No, can't do music all the time.
Sometimes
we
you need a break from it.
We got to do other things. So, and this is the perfect song to go out on that. And guys, thank you very much for being here. We will see you all next week.
Here's a song that Bobby wrote. You might wanna sing it note for note.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Yeah. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry, you make it double.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody come and took your bed.
Don't worry. Be happy.
The landlord said the rent is late. He may have to litigate.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style. Ain't got no girl to make you smile.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Cause when you worry, your face will frown. And that will bring everybody down.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Just be happy now.
This is the song that Bobby wrote. I hope you learned it note for note.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
In your life, expect some trouble. But if you worry, you'll make it